Yo, testing. Woodorf. We got the crew locked in. TOITN live back on Sunday, the 1st of November. What a madness today, people. What a madness today. You know, certain people, I know there's certain people hurt that I'm streaming right now, but you can enjoy that. You can enjoy that. We're going to get down to some analysis this evening. We're going to see exactly what happened at the park because there's a lot more angles to cover than than normal. Big up yourself if you tuned in. Hit the like on the way in. Yeah, so Tommy Robinson apparently, did he get nicked? Did he get nicked? Did he get away with it? What are we saying? I don't quite understand. I'm hearing different reports. Wendy Wu's coming back from the bunker, reporting saying that he's been released apparently. That's what people are saying. Big up to Abu Bilal. Big up Melanated Goddess. Big up to John Overkill, Princess Dominique, HK Stocks. Peace to Cyrus I. Has SC been shut down? From what I know, this is the last week. This is the last Speaker's Corner. Oh, right. You got about 50 minutes then. I think it closes at 5, Cyrus. So today was eventful, to say the least. I think Tommy Robinson turned up at about just under 2 hours ago. Probably about 20 past 2, more or less. He was supposed to be there he was supposed to be there any time after 11, but then it was confirmed that he would be there at around 2. And about 20 minutes after that, he turned up. So yeah, let us know the deal if you do head down there, Cyrus I, man. Let us know if it's if it's popping, if Tommy Robinson's made another entrance, he's come around the back way, they let him out of the van, and you know, he's a pint-sized chap. You might miss him if you're over 6 foot, you have average height. Then Tommy Robinson might not actually reach your might not be on your level, but still. So yeah, a couple things I wanted to go over. I don't know if people are going to probably start turning up soon. Zabida might be about, Lister might be about. Who else was down there today? Obviously Banksy was down there recording, trying to get himself in the mix. The man himself, Tommy Robinson, was down there. Jupiter and that lot were down there, sorry, but I don't think they'll be coming on the stream. Big up 20 Faces, big up yourself, man. I see you modded up over on Ralph's stream. It's an interesting choice, man. I think he's trying to break down some boundaries. Asphalt Racers saying something interesting. Probably some staged arrest. Now, I wanted to get into this, but I'm gonna see if some other people pick up on this stuff. Yeah. Tommy Robinson's got quite a well-established link with the police. Goes back to his uncle Kevin Carroll, who some of you will remember was actually, I think he ran for the police commissioner in in Bedfordshire or something. But yeah, I mean, he's obviously off end. This isn't like Bedfordshire constabulary or nothing like that, so who knows. Tommy Robinson seems to get fairly good treatment from City of London police, from what I've seen. City of London police are fans of Tommy. I'm always a bit skeptical whenever I see Tommy Robinson getting nicked by them. But nevertheless, I'm gonna run some of this footage that you don't hear, because I haven't actually heard any of the Tommy stuff yet. I'm running this on my on the back. Big up Saruman as well. Big up Jat. Big up Asphalt Racer. Big up Young Ryu. All right, hold on. Wait. Sorry, what's going on with the rule of 6? What's going on with the rule of 6? Tell me, people. Can you spot 6 people or more than 6 people? Let me know. Is that better? Is that better? Can you hear just one thing, or is it two? Big up Beyond Atheism, ATV. Big up yourself, man. Big up Miss Gadite. Is it still echoing? Even now, or is it alright?
I'm all right.
Is that better? Still echoing? Wow. Alright, nice one. Sorry people. Slight technicals. Right, give me a second. What about now?
I can't do much about Islam is not sensitive. Because as a Christian, my first...
Still echoing? Big up to Pauline Smith. Got better right at the end. Okay, cool. Nah, who's fucking around with me, man? Sarisai saying it got better, then Carnito saying it's fucked.
Those books are widely exposed Islam, and Islam is being exposed.
Is it, just so I understand, this man here, the judge here. Oh, okay. That's what I was What's the motive on this? What's the motive on this? I'm asking you, what's the motive on this? Because you're having about me.
You lot should be able to hear the voice of Haiku Ku, the resident Marxist, just shouting, "Why did you lie?" in the background. It's brilliant.
Because according
Big up JK.
there are different and also bring attention people need to look up the eternal word of God, Jesus Christ. Lord Jesus Christ, who is the eternal word of God, has holes in his hand and holes in his feet, so that people can go to him through the cross of God. But this is just the truth, and I'm talking
Watch out. It's back from her. They'll clear the path. Don't do the last one, yes. What did you do?
Right, I've just got to say this. Bear in mind, Hatoun is supposedly the one with the Osman warning on her life. Tommy Robinson came into the park with looking like he was the one with the Osman warning. If I'm perfectly honest, there was about 25 people around him when he entered, and Hatoun came in on her own. Bit confused.
Jesus, he's thinking, you're the one that's going to be Jesus.
But that doesn't mean I cannot preach Islam. So people can try to shut my freedom of speech down. But for me, I never stop going to Christ. I never stop going to Christ. Right now, like
I'm concerned for you. He's talking about motive. I come here to sign a torch on this. What you're
This is turning out about you, Tommy, and not Jesus Christ. She wants to turn it out
about free speech, not Jesus Christ. I'm here.
We are about Jesus.
You are. I'm here about free speech.
We are.
Okay, you are.
And you're making Jesus Christ about you.
No, you're making it about you. You're making it about you.
Well, why come here? That's my sister.
Free speech. This is free speech. She's been violently assaulted because of free speech. Watch me. Wait.
Send it over with Tommy. Just get it over You're a dangerous man, Tommy.
Some people are going to hit
And you know it. You're a dangerous man.
He's a coward.
You keep nodding.
I don't give a shit.
If anyone took you on social media, he's a dangerous man. You're an antichrist and a dangerous man.
An antichrist?
Yeah, you are. You've got the antichrist spirit, most definitely. You want hate. And you don't want Jesus. Do you love Jesus Christ?
Are you for real?
Yes. Yes. Do you love Jesus Christ?
Just focus with us and get it over with. Get it over.
You won't get no hate over here. Not from us. We hate Islam, not Muslims.
And what am I hating then? Go on, what am I hating? I'm sorry,
Your supporters.
I'm hating my supporters.
Your supporters.
What about?
Your supporters hate me. I'm not saying you.
Says who?
Listen,
Says who?
Listen, Tommy, I used to go on your lead all the right. I was on
Oh, you read a few comments online.
Not a few, come on.
Which one of these people hate Muslims?
I'm not pointing at you.
So shut up.
Tommy, just please do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I come here. Simply
He's pushing people.
Yes, she's allowed to.
Oh, is she?
Guys, step back, please.
Step back, everyone. Take one. That's de-escalating, isn't it? Yeah. That's de-escalating, isn't it? Yeah. Pushing people. Hey, I don't like. Hey, stop. You're on you.
That's what they done.
Yeah.
Don't know.
All right, that was one. We got the 38 people tuned in. Big up. It's good to see a couple old faces around here. Yeah, a couple people in the chat who are a little bit suspicious of your boy, but it's all right. Nevertheless, it's cool. I'll give you the blight. It's all right. No worries. I ain't as dodgy as Tommy, put it that way. But we'll get into Tommy's dodginess and the overall park dodginess and some more. I think we're going to get straight in. I'm going to get straight into the bit where Tommy Robinson got himself nicked. Subject access, I think it was. I don't know where all of these live stream channels are coming from. I've got no idea. I've never heard of subject access. His channel describes himself as a civil rights activist. I don't know. He's popped up like during this lockdown phase, I think. Wait, what? What is this? There's a live stream from a lockdown pub. All right, let me get this video running. Let's see what this
Let's go to the cars. Let's go to the cars. Can you just explain to your colleagues? Yeah?
Trying to get him out, you're standing in the bloody way, that's what he's doing.
I'm just gonna say, yeah, there's been some wild rumours. I'm hearing rumours that Waleed like reverse pickpocketed a knife into Tommy's pocket and Tommy was nicked with it and like Waleed vanished on the magic carpet. I'm hearing that what else? I heard some madness, man. Yeah, I've heard all sorts of shit today. There's been some wild theories. But I will say this arrest is, in my opinion, it's gonna have doubled the eyes that would have been on this incident, shall we say? I'm just gonna say that it's quite a dramatic exit from the park. Big up to some northern nationalist. Got some real racists in the chat, man. Got some real fascists in the chat. And yeah, I don't know. We'll probably have to get their opinion on things later on. Big up Osman. Big up yourself. Big up to Shizzle. Big up C4 Blaster. Big up Sir Faz in the place. Madness, man. Right, we're gonna get on. We're gonna crack on. So this is the part you're gonna see Tommy Robinson levitate in a minute. Yeah. Someone said that Braden was down there. I've not seen Braden yet. If you want to post the video, John, you can, man.
You're stitching him up! You're stitching him up!
Big up the people redeeming, yeah? You can redeem all sorts. You can redeem Jupiter. We still got a James Jones one. I'm gonna change that to something new. Yeah, we got some redeems, man. Big up. You can redeem Overkill. I think redeem Truth. There's a couple other ones, man. See what you can remember. I ain't done nothing. I didn't do nothing. I'm from Luton. I didn't do nothing.
Step back! Step back! Step back!
Alright, so the theory is, right now, Waleed has transformed into a snake and is currently slithering along the ground in between policemen's legs to go and plant the knife. Yeah, you got to keep an eye out for the red shoes, the panda, and the snake. And big up Baka Baka redeeming Betty. Yeah, she needs redemption still. Yeah, we got Bendy Wendy as well. You can redeem Wendy. She does also need the redemption, so please do get your redeems in for Jupiter and Wendy if you've got the points. Big up the Truth. Doesn't need to redeem itself. It is what it is.
Fucking much!
Hold the line! Hold the line! Fucking hell, it's the pub guy version of Mohammed Hijab. Hold the line! Hold the line, lads! Take beer! Take beer! Big up Nick Armour, man. Big up yourself.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Where's Tommy? Shame on you! Where's Tommy at? Shame on you! Fucking out of back.
Now, I don't know about all this blade business, man. You're going to have to provide some deal or it's no deal on this blade business. If you'd have told me Tommy got caught with some packet, I'd believe it. Yeah, I don't know about this blade stuff.
Vertec, can you change the title to something?
I can't work out if that's a grimace or that's his coke face. That's his gurning. I don't know. I can't work it out. Big up David True Hudson as well, man. Big up yourself. Big up Red Rose. What do you say? I'm going to catch you on your people.
Touch me.
Pushing me. He's standing this. Pushing me. Come on, run away, run away.
Move back from the carrier, please. Move back. Don't get crushed by the carrier.
Give a fuck, mate.
Guys, just move back from the carrier, please. Please move back from the carrier.
Don't, brother.
Get out of the way. Back. Take the man away from his fucking car.
He's there. I'm not in front of him, am I?
Speaking in the car.
Fucking hell. What is wrong with you?
Someone said Tommy Robinson, right, was accused of unlawfully distributing COVID-19. Yeah. We'll see about that one. We'll see about that one. Maybe Tommy Robinson might turn into one of these. Yeah, he's going to be on this anti-lockdown thing, I think, after this. Who's that? Oh shit, man, like Jaden. Big up yourself, man. Long time. I will get some graphics at some point off of you, man. Big up to the Enlightened One. Big up to Gain. Big up yourself, man. Oh man, so we're warming up. People are talking about Braden. I did not see Braden down there today. I didn't see him down there. I was watching 2 streams, Abida's and this Subject Access and a little bit of Banksy's. But if you don't know where Braden was or what he was doing, was he wearing red shoes? Was he wearing a red hat? Was he wearing a NASA shirt? What else? What else are the tell? Was he in a panda suit? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know, people. Let me know. Let me know. Big up to Jack with a Big Pat. Right. Let's see what we can see then. There's about 1 million angles of this thing, man. There is about 1 million angles of this. I want a short clip. I don't want to go through these epic ones. It's 8 minutes long. All right, we got this one. Big up to SC Content. I'll be dropping a link for this one in the chat as well. You can go and subscribe to him. He's putting out, he's putting out content weekly at the moment. So big up to him.
Shame on you! You've done nothing down there! Why are you well?
You fucking touch me!
You can't shut up!
When you touch me! Yeah? Don't touch me! You came to me! You elbowed me! You're a slag! Yeah? You're a slag!
Oi, listen to me. Listen to me. Just listen. Look straight to you. Shut up. Oh, I'm Delena.
Yeah, I'm Delena. You don't like that? I'm Delena.
I have never seen this many police at the park. I've never seen it. And I've never seen this formation stuff, man. Big up DJ Rizza, man. Good to see you down there today, man. Big up COE. Yeah, hopefully some more footage of this will come out. Ultra needs redemption. Please, people, redeem Ultra Funky. He needs some redemption, man. We're going to bring him back. Yeah. We're going to get him off of G Block. Yeah. We're going to get him retired. Big up to Zabida as well, because, listen, I don't know about chat. There's a lot of people chatting. Zabida actually went down there and like stuck it on Hattoon and Tommy straight from the gate. So I don't know, whatever in it. Big up Zabida. Yeah, big up Zabida. I didn't want to go down there. That place is full of police, and yeah, she did that. So props.
It's not what you lot, but you don't get
Bunch of arseholes, man.
You're taking the knee. On the knee?
Yeah, take the knee for Tommy.
Hey, look at
So rumour has it that Tommy Robinson releases a highly potent pheromone, right, which only particularly well-trained gamins can detect. So when this pheromone goes off, all of the gamonry assemble and head towards the source. That's how it works. You might not believe me, but this is how it works. Whole heap of pheromones right now.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I am waiting for you, guys.
Get this way from an area.
Fuck it, oh. You see that? He almost put her in the fucking. That's like a cobra clutch. I don't know what fucking move that is. He put her in, but that was some WWF stuff, man.
Fucking prick!
You fucking prick!
You fucking dare hit my wife!
You fucking dare hit my wife! You fucking dare hit my wife!
Don't you dare hit my wife!
Don't you fucking dare hit my wife! My Dean, oh my god! What? So what is this guy on? I don't understand my Dean at all. I don't understand my Dean at all. Man said R. Man said R, not like ironically. He actually said R. People are bringing the pirates out to fucking Speaker's Corner, man. Boy. Man said R again. No, I can't even wield this. I've got to wield. How do I wield this?
Racist.
Oh my days, let's all go down, let's all kick it off. Oh shit. That's what I heard. Isn't it funny that the Muslims support the police?
Fucking hell, it's Braden. He's fucking back from the dead. Braden has like reanimated himself, man. Ah, that's what the fucking reanimator's been up to. He's been fucking... I see. This is how Braden came back to life, right?
On the arrest of a man, of everything the other way round, double standards from the Muslims and the police are cahoots together.
Who remembers when Braden was an Islamic extremist on top of Parliament? Big up yourself, Braden, man. I hope things are better for you now. I hope you got a job and them boots. Hope you got them boots.
Islam and the police work together to destroy Englishmen with English rights and rights.
I've got no idea what's happened. I've got no idea what's happened. And I've got no
I'm not touching you, man.
Fucking balls, I'm just saying, we didn't pepper spray, and that's all they want to do. Do you know what? We're gonna.
Wait there. That's matey. That dude there with the braids. That's the dude who walked into the park with Tommy. He was there at that Sarah Garvey thing.
We're gonna be
Second file!
Allahu Akbar, your boys in jail now! We won!
Yeah, what? What you come to film for? What? Inciting violence. Muhammad, follow.
Your boy was arrested.
Look how many of them turned out. 40 people.
40 Muslims. How many Muslims are here? And we still won. Get out of here. Go home.
2 days as well.
Go home. Go home. Our country. Go home.
Get out of our country! What? What? Who's this random chick in the USA camp? What?
Get out of our country.
Move back!
It's Corona. Move back, man. Move yourself back. Yalla, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. We're all cracking. Yalla. Alhamdulillah.
Allahu Akbar.
Why not just taking the speaker's corner for street blogs? Everyone who's white is a crackhead. According to these like speaker's corner today, everyone was a crackhead. If you come down with Tommy Robinson, you're a crackhead. But apologies, because there's real crackheads out here who don't affiliate with my man. So yeah.
Don't be a hypocrite.
Big ups to HK's documentaries on his 4th account. Big up yourself, man.
Don't put no Muslims on the camera. Stick close. Allah will always protect his prophet. We all do it today, wallahi, that's Allah will. Wallahi, that's Allah who did it, not anyone else. No one expected Tommy gonna get arrested, wallahi. Or if you disrespect the prophet, Allah said. You know my your mentality now is last week. He came and you got it.
All right, people are saying that Braden got himself. He got himself nicked. I'm gonna see if I can get this video up. This Mr. X half an hour ago. 2 seconds.
You look like you smoke crack.
I'll show you.
Shut your fucking mouth. You're fucking prick. All of you are fucking cunts. What?
Yo, is that Yusuf dude? That's Yusuf on crud, you know.
All of you are fucking pricks. Fuck
All of you are pricks. Fuck Tommy, man. Like fucking Yusuf, you know.
Tommy. Fuck Tommy. What? Fuck Tommy.
You come over to women. This men's go over. You come over to women.
That's a good point. There's a lot of like aunties and I don't know, mums and that there. It's a bit. Anyway.
You got Corona. This is the wrong area for you guys. Wrong area.
Wrong area. Wrong area.
You're a nicky cracker. You need it. Fuck Tommy. Oh, no, stupid. What do you even get GCSEs in school? Fucking benefit scroungers. Actually, probably gave birth. Going down William Hill, built on that horse. You white piglet.
See, the worst thing is it's just a whole heap of poor people dissing each other. I don't think anyone in that circle is earning like over 100 grand a year. Just taking the piss out of each other, man, but fuck it.
Look how you drunkies, you fucking cunt. Suck all of your mum.
I know, you'll pray with a mask.
Who's sticking up for the English? Who's sticking up for the English?
Right, this will be interesting. This will be interesting to see who's warming to Braden. I reckon these lot, I don't know, maybe the optics of Braden are a bit too heavy. So maybe we're going to see this one, Ginger, Tiny, and the other one in the hood, the green hood. We're going to see what they do.
Huh? Who's debating on the English? Who? What are you? 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 Africa or the regions? Is he from Africa or the Middle East? Is he from England? Does this look like an Englishman?
You're racist.
Does this look like an Englishman?
You're racist.
Yes.
You're racist. You're racist. That's hate crime. Yes. You're racist, blood. You're nitty,
You're
fucking racist.
Even when
You're racist. You're racist.
You gotta love Braden, man. He's clutching his San Miguel, the finest Spanish cerveza, in the rain at Marble Arch, in a grey lumberjack jacket, and it looks like he's about to get rained on.
You're racist, man. Yeah.
This is the life of Riley, people.
So what is it? What's wrong with saying going back to Africa? That's racist. What's wrong with saying go back to Africa? What's racist? Tell me what's racist. Tell me what's racist. Go on. How about you tell me what's racist? What's wrong with saying go back to Africa? Go back to Romania, you fucker! Go back to Romania! Fucking drunkie! Suck your mum! Suck your mum! Go back to Romania, you cunt! Have we got a tree, guys?
Man said suck your mum. Suck your mum in the most like Arabic accent, man. Jokes.
Listen, your breath stinks, you nit, man. Go suck your mum. Show me your skin. Show me your skin, you little shit skin.
Oh, right. Get the police, get the police.
Please arrest him. But you're from, where are you from? You're a sellout. You're a sellout.
Get the police to arrest him. Get the police to arrest him. Get the police to arrest him. Arrest.
Why are you in England? Don't you have your own motherland?
British Empire.
Why are you not in the British Empire? Why are you not in your motherland?
British Empire.
British Empire.
British Empire.
Why are you not in your
You came
motherland?
to our countries. You came to us.
And now you're
You came to us.
Show us what you got though. Show us what you got.
Thinking Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Africa, the white man, yeah? So don't come saying don't belong here because we do.
I am right. I'm a British. Tell me what country you're from. I'm from Ireland. What country? Stop showing your face. Show 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 your face. Me. You're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment to your people. Look at the state of you. You have to come to this country. Why are you in England? You're not English. Show your face. Does this look like an English face? In the Middle East, man. Show your face. 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 You're not fucking English. You're Romanian, you fucking cunt. You're Romanian. You're not fucking English. You're not fucking English. You're Romanian. Show your face. Show your face. Show your face. Show your face. Bitch. Yeah, show your face, you little bitch. Why are you in my country? Why are you in my country?
My country's where? My country's where? My birth paper.
Oh, snitch! Snitch!
So what?
Snitch!
So what?
Snitch!
So what?
Call your snitch out! Call your snitch out! Is it a snitch? You're a snitch! Is it a snitch? Is it a snitch?
I'm born here. I am born here. Shut your mouth.
Look at this snitch! Look at him!
Look at this face.
Arrest him. Racist.
You're being racist, you're a snitch!
That is the maddest looking wig. Click on the left, that is mad.
Racially aggravated. Somebody tried to use their name also. How about you take this? See you later. Oh, racist. Surely. Excuse me.
No, that's one that I want. No, that's not my name. You all hate your police, but you little stick. What a joke. You all hate the police, but then you go straight to them.
Fucking hell, Braden's got like about 20 police around him. Big up to Green Destiny, big up yourself, man. Big up Queen J as well. Alright, that's Braden, people. Not much else to see there. Bob the Builder got himself ejected from the park today, or escorted out of the park as well. That's another Mr. Rax video. I'm just going to run that now.
I think it's right when we're given the information. That's what an adult is. A child does what it's told. The simple-minded person. Follow me. Thank you. Don't follow me.
We're just 6 feet away from you.
Stay away. Yes, sir. The organiser of this. No organiser. I have there is a £10,000 fine if these people continue to film you. Yes, fine. If these people say, so what we're saying is we can't film. If these people follow you, I ask them not to follow me. I ask them to follow you. How can I stop them though? It's a free park in a free country. Well, we can fine you £10,000. Guys, then you can look at it. Alright? So it's not up to you. I can do that for you. You're all here together. You're all here with him. And you've been who's getting him in trouble. Who's following in the park. Back up. Go somewhere else. Come up. Right. Okay, I'll go. He's speaking. He's the organiser. He gets fined £10,000. I will go home. The option is to leave the park now. Right. See you for 4 weeks. Yes. Okay, I'll leave the park. On your own, please. On your own. I'll stop people from following me. Bye bye.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Check this guy's jacket. Check this dude's jacket. What is that? Wait, I'm going to have to turn over the video and go back to it.
Do what we think is right when we're given the information. That's what an adult is. A child does what it's told. The simple-minded person. Follow me. Thank you.
me.
We're just 6 feet away from you.
Stay away. Yes, sir.
The organiser of this.
No organising anything around. I have
There is a
sent them.
£10,000 fine.
Nah, this don't make no sense. I agree there, counter. This don't make no sense.
If these people continue to film you, are we
Yes, fine. If these people say, so what we're saying is we can't film. If these people keep following you, I ask them not to follow me.
I am still following you.
How can I stop them though? It's a free park in a free country.
Well, we can fine you £10,000.
Guys,
Then you can look at it. Alright? So it's not up to you. I can do that for you.
You're all here together, you're all clear with him, and you being here is getting him in trouble.
Who's got following in the park?
Pack up, go somewhere else. Come on.
Right, okay, I'll go.
He's speaking. He's the organiser. He gets fined £10,000.
I will go home.
The option is to leave the park now.
Right. Okay, I'll leave the park.
You do that on your own, please. On your own.
I'll stop people from following me.
Who the hell is that NASA dude? Never seen that dude before. He looks weird.
Bye-bye.
Alright, so I'm gonna open up a panel. Old Hickory, where did you hear that, if you don't mind me asking? And welcome. Big up yourself. PC Barnes has apparently said that they closed Speaker's Corner. So what, that was when they started telling everyone to go home? Is that what you mean? Next week, now there's I think next week will be peak. Can't be with more than one person in public. One family member, many fines I predict. Yeah, man. You can get onto the lockdown conversation as well. I think that's definitely worth discussing. Tommy the stream is entitled "Some Guy Went to a Park" or something like that. I don't really know or care about Tommy Robinson's arrest or any of that, and it seems to have lined up with what people were saying. Like maybe I don't know. Maybe some of the Christians from the park can jump on. If they see it, I might put out a couple of feeders and see what I can do. But yeah, I did notice. Yeah, there's an absence. If you've been paying attention to like the DCCI team, the Psycho Films team, that whole sort of circle, you'll notice that there's a couple people missing who haven't been recently. But yeah, PC Barnes told Zabida at the beginning of the day that SC closed for 4 weeks. Yeah, I know about that. I think people are saying that they shut the park after that Tommy thing. So I don't know if they fined him 10 grand or what. But listen, if anyone's got 10 grand to spare, it's Tommy Robinson. To be under no illusions, I've got no sympathy for any kind of financial penalties that are put on that guy, because he can just fundraise for it. I don't have that capacity. People I know don't have that capacity. So I'm gonna check this this PC Barnes video. Big up to Western Goddess.
You want to see? Today is the last week. Yeah. I think we're on when France and Germany went down, we all expected it. And Boris was going to leave back home. Yeah.
We knew it was coming, didn't we? Well, people have got to be responsible for their actions, haven't they?
Yeah, of course.
You know, if you don't like what's been said, whatever, don't come here. You know, that's the law. And if if we interfere with that, then you've lost Speaker's Corner. That's the right, that's the best attitude, and that shows more strength than reacting. So what you got? A lot of morning traffic. It's gonna be a long day, I think.
Yeah, you got a lot of vans there today.
Yeah, they're not all just for here. They've got other bits and pieces, but we come in the morning, we meet up, there's lots of other protests and things going on today.
So what's the message? This is the last Speaker's Corner for now.
Yes, today's going to be the last speakers.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
So, everything's,
you know, all the 82.4-year-olds that come here, we want to keep them safe, you know. Yeah. You know, so we shall see which way the wind blows. The thing is, though, the litmus test will be, as we go to Christmas and then we get huge raises in illnesses, and then if we suddenly see there is shed loads of people coming down very ill in the public hospitals and are under pressure, then we know the truth about where we sit with this virus, won't we? That'll be the test, amongst everything else. Anyway, I'm going to get my coffee. See you guys later.
Alright, mate. See you later, Steve.
It's a particularly windy video from Mr. Axe. Big up the Siren. Big up to Counter 708. Anyone else I missed out? Carnito saying he means the last one ever. Sounds a bit ominous. To be fair, he was talking about when the wind blows and all of this sort of stuff. I don't know what he means by that. We'll see. What are people saying about this 5th of November thing? You not heard about this? We're going into lockdown on the 5th. I don't know. Does that mean anything to anyone out there? 5th of November, relevant. I think it was trended on Twitter this morning from what I could see. Wait there. Hold up. Back chat business. A second. You're only in the portal, so hold tight. I'll just send you the link. Boy, a big up to Nicholas as well. Big up yourself, man. Did Tommy ever come up with, what are you saying? Tommy ever turn up, or did he just hype it that his followers would go? Well, it wouldn't be the first time with Tommy. That wouldn't be the first time. I think there was a video I watched recently, ex-Tommy Robinson supporters, where they basically exposed the fact that Tommy Robinson was basically sending out a call for his supporters to come and meet him at this like court case. I big up Khan on the panel, man.
Big up, bro. Are we live?
Yeah, we're live, man.
Alright, cool. I'll just hold it down until people jump on, innit?
Hey, good.
But like one thing, yeah. Did that PC Barnes just say it's the last Speaker's Corner? Because he's making it sound a little bit like, you know, for the foreseeable future, like there's no plans to. I don't know, like it sounded a bit final the way he said it.
I don't know how long this. I'm not sure how long this lockdown is going to be. I mean, they're saying it's like 4 weeks. It's like what's the word? Circuit breaker or something. I think that's the word they're using. Circuit. Oh shit! These lot can't hear you. Yo, try now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can hear you.
Cool, yeah. The circuit breaker lockdown, but I don't know, man. That's supposedly 4 weeks, and if the science like works, then I guess maybe they're talking about Christmas like being written off. I don't know, man. I would recommend people go and check out a video on HK Stocks 4 on his page. He's got a nice little workaround for Christmas if you've got a family over 6. Basically, right? You go and register you set up a company. So you go to company's house and you register like Carnito family Christmas limited
Right.
or whatever, right? Then you hire every member of your family that you want to get to come round on Christmas on a 0 hours contract, and you just invite them round. Sick, innit?
I love it. Whoever dreamt that one up's a genius, mate.
It's ingenious, man.
I love it.
You got Shide in the back chat as well.
I was going to say that with the recent activities at Speaker's Corner, it's a bit obvious that the police can't really police this 6 people to a group sort of thing. Like, it's impossible for them to do it. So I think that it might be, I think they've just given up and just decided to let everyone have their last day. And then after that, I don't think there's going to be any more Speaker's Corner, because he seemed to be alluding to some decision making that was going on, because he was like, let's see what way the wind blows. So it seems like as if it's like in question. It depends on like whether it's enshrined in law, to what extent Speaker's Corner is actually a right that people have. Because I don't think it is, because it is actually in the Queen's Park, isn't it? Like the park belongs to the Queen. So I think like there's no real like rights there. Like the ultimate say will go to like the landowner, innit? So if she pulls the rug out from under it, or her administrator, or whoever deals with it, then no one's really got a leg to stand on, in my opinion. Like, if it was held somewhere else, like in a public space, maybe people are going to have to find a new Speaker's Corner, like relocate it. Do you know what I mean? They're going to have to kind of like, I don't know, maybe find a car park somewhere where the owner of the property can kind of like give them the right to be there. But like Hyde Park, I think it's going to be over. Well, he seemed to be suggesting that it's a possibility. Like his reactions to me seemed really suspect.
Well, if they're shutting it down for this, full lockdown, I mean, you can't have any kind of assembly. I mean, there's the group of 6. I think that's all out the window. I might be wrong, actually. I don't know. Don't quote me on any of this lockdown stuff, because I've not been paying attention. I go into the shop and they tell me to put on a mask. I buy a mask. I wash. I do the stuff. I don't really know what's going on at the moment. So.
Yeah, I think people are under the illusion that like somehow we're going to go back to how things were, and I don't think that's ever, like in my opinion, that's never going to happen. I personally think that they're just testing the water to see what will people tolerate and to what extent they can police it, and they're going to find that medium, and that's going to be the new normal. Do you see what I mean? Because there's no point in them trying to enforce something that they can't police, because they'll just look like idiots. Do you know what I mean? So it is really dictated by what are people going to put up with. And I think that's what they're sort of like trying to ascertain. Like to what extent could they lock down people and people will accept it? And I think that's going to be the new normal. There's no ever going to be returning back to how things were. Like these kind of like public assemblies and things like that, and protests and all that, it's going to all come under this whole kind of like COVID deal.
You think people are going to protest if the lockdown? Nah, man.
Yeah, but then what they're going to do is they're going to say, okay, the general population are prepared to take this much of a policing, right? Anyone who goes over that is obviously someone who's like an anarchist or has got some particular, issue that they're protesting against. But like that's what they need to distinguish between the general population, people who are protesting like as their normal rights to do so, and then those other people who would go the extra mile and protesting is sort of like their lifestyle. Do you know what I mean? And them ones there, they won't be tolerated. They'll be regarded as the ringleaders, the instigators. Do you know what I mean? And that will be seen as if like without them, it'll be very difficult for people to kind of like put a legitimate kind of like movement together. Do you know what I mean? I'm sounding like a bit of a conspiracist, but do you know what I mean? I'm just judging it by what I see. To be honest,
I've not seen as many people that I would consider to be like, normal kind of mainstream media consuming types talk about this like pandemic thing. Talk about
pandemic. I love it.
Yeah, just everyone's thinking about this sort of 1984 sort of world that we're moving into, and I think maybe people saw it. It's weird how we always looked at China. Like we look at China and we say, they can only have one kid. They walk around with masks.
Yeah,
they were doing all that stuff time ago.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird how like we look to them as this authoritarian state that like monitors everything, like surveillance everywhere. But actually, that's pretty much what we're getting to. Like this track and trace business. order the new CCTV. Brother, went into a restaurant for my mum's birthday. Yeah, they have you in like the little lobby sort of thing. Walked in.
Right.
They got these machines that like they shoot this like laser beam like onto your head that reads your temperature, takes your picture.
Yeah, I've heard it. Yeah, go on.
Bruv, them things are fucking like what is that? Where did I don't know. Going out to get a meal, man. It's become very, very digital.
Isn't that to do with the track and trace thing? Like, so if someone gets COVID, they can trace back every single person that was there.
Yeah, supposedly, but then
they obviously got a database with all our details on it. That, you know, your driving license that you used to park your car then becomes your ID. That they've got your photo from then when you got your license 20 years ago, and they've got a picture of you now. So do you know what I mean? And roughly where you are in the UK. So they got you in there. Same with these protests. Like, there's no reason why they won't be like, you know, instigating protests just to be able to like photograph all the people involved. Like, someone's telling me Modine got a £150 fine for the protest that he went to the other day, because he's a known figure, isn't it? He's a known person.
Which one was that? That was the French embassy protest.
Yeah.
Some footage of that, man.
£150 fine just because they know who you are, where you live, and where to send the ticket to.
Madness. Yo, to the people who are jumping in the back chat, we're not getting cozy in here. I want to kick everyone out of the thing when I'm done as well. So if you're gonna jump on and have your say. Pick up the people.
I was gonna say, Dan. Yo. You know, you see the policeman telling Bob, there's a £10,000 fine for anyone who organises anything, and it's getting filmed. I wonder if like they're gonna try and charge Tommy 10 grand.
But this is what I'm saying. I reckon Tommy's paid that. I reckon that's what he's gone in. They've nicked him. They've said 10 grand. You took the piss. We told you to disperse. We couldn't do it. Now we've got you. That's the way I think.
Basically, yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
And I reckon they just went boom, 10 grand, and he had to ping that. So,
that was the most expensive fucking chocolates he's ever given anyone, mate.
Before, I was thinking he went down there. He went down there with that's a 15. He went down there with 15 strong security team at least. Let's say they'll probably be on like £200 for the day, £150 for the day. Right. It's not cheap. That's nearly £3 grand in like security fees. Let's say, I don't know if he can haggle it down or whatever. £3 grand in security, transport, probably paying people to like edit videos. There's all sorts of like costs, I reckon.
Yeah, the clobber. Obviously, he's not turning up in his old clothes. He's like, I'm gonna look good when they arrest me.
We're gonna have to wait and see what's going on with this. With the I don't know, the Tommy news feed. We'll see if people are coming through with any details on that on Twitter.
Oh yeah, Tommy can't wait to let us know what happened. There'll be about 4 or 5 videos based on this one incident.
Right, let's have a little look on Twitter.
Someone was saying that he tried to take the Quran off Hatun and she wouldn't let him. She was like, nah. She didn't give it to him, apparently.
Who's that in the building?
But like, when you played it just now, it didn't seem like that. It just seemed like as if you were asking him about the holes.
Yeah, I heard him ask about the holes. I heard him say something. He said something like, I'm not a Christian, but... And I was like,
is that why she never let him hold it?
I'm not sure, I'm not sure. I was watching the couple of...
Have a little rerun, innit? Have a little double check on that one.
A couple things back. Ali, did
you see it? I've only been watching Eustace's videos at the park. I've not been watching anyone else's.
Shut up, man. You were down there in the valley. You're in like Edgware Road at the moment, bruv.
No, bro, not Edgware Road.
Yeah, you're obviously being the way right now.
No, can't. I've got a question.
Modine.
Are you working for the police? Some people hang out and say you're like undercover Muslim, innit? Working for
Dan.
No, you.
I'm an undercover Muslim.
Yeah, working for police.
The undercover I'm under, mate, is this fucking duvet that I've got here.
Okay, no, because someone said you're an undercover Muslim, innit? Working for police.
Bro.
Do
you think I'm gonna embarrass my ancestors? I'll never do that.
Yeah, but you might be German, you might not be Turkish, you might be part of your cousin.
I'm Turkish, bro. I've got the thing to prove it.
You
I've got the 23andMe test to prove it.
Yo, Dan. Yo, what's happening? Carnito?
Yes, my bro.
Always summarizing the events like a G.
You get me?
Hey. Nah, seriously. It's a good panel today. Dan, I just locked in, mate. I fell asleep for the whole day. Oh, yeah, and the brother just dropped off. Big up yourself.
Were you on them hardcore painkillers, King Gold?
Nah, you know what? My whole pattern's messed up. I just somehow nodded off, bruv. I don't know how I'm just nodding off these days, but anyway.
Did I tell you what happened to me, King Gold? Did I tell you what happened to me?
What to you?
No, I've had a bad back from ages, innit? Like I had an accident in the gym. I slipped a disc.
Oh, is it?
Right?
Yeah. Did you do what?
Anyway, recently I was just lying on the sofa chillaxing, and I was winding up my kid, innit? And like I think I wound him up a bit too much, and it was like, right. He took a running jump and landed on my back. At the time, right, a little prick. At the time, right, it didn't hurt, but then like gradually it started getting worse and worse. Like, and then within about 2 weeks, I was laid up in bed. I couldn't move, and I just rejoined the gym. I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to cancel this fucking gym membership now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, when it's your spine, your immune system goes haywire. It literally is so like shook that it just.
I was on the heavy painkillers, right? They're so heavy. I had to get the slow release ones. Yeah. Because otherwise it just hits you like a hammer, knocks you out. So I got the slow release ones, and like for the last, I think 1.5 days maybe, I've been slowly feeling like, yeah, this is just gonna fade out and go. I'm gonna be all right. Whereas last time when I had it, it was like it lasted over a year. When I threw my back out,
is it?
It lasted over a year. Like seriously, I was on them painkillers, man.
Do you know what it is? They take you through stages. They put you through physio. They do all they can not to just give you something that
you can't give someone physio for a spinal injury, though, can you?
You can, but I mean, what they need to do is they need to sort out your inflammation, because it's not like you're really walking around weight.
Well, the only
bit of weight to carry
thing that will work is if you got a decompression table. You know, when you lie on it and then you strap your ankles in and then they tip you up and you hang upside down. Yeah. That's what you need, really. But they're about 150 quid.
Sorry, bro. We're veering a little bit off, innit?
You're all right. I'm on Twitter now. I don't know. You lot ain't gonna be able to see this on the thing, but I'm gonna read it out. You probably won't see it if you're watching the stream. So
I'm doing both.
People are saying that Zelo Street Robinson arrested again.
Oh, God.
Arrested.
Wait, Dan.
Yo.
Do you know who's going to be gutted about this?
Bruv, come on, man. I'm telling him, bruv. Yesterday, I said, look.
Did you see Jupiter high-fiving Banksy going, yeah, we got the best footage. Yeah, we got the exclusive. And then she left the park just before Tommy got arrested and carted off.
Oh, no.
She missed the whole thing. Poor car. She missed it. Like, we got the exclusive.
So wait. Twitter is saying two-tier policing. Tommy arrested at Speaker's Corner for carrying an offensive weapon. Police said he carried pepper spray. When they found nothing, they changed their tune, and now he's arrested for breaking corona restrictions. UK police is a disgrace.
Don't believe that.
Wait, hold time.
Don't believe that.
One sec.
Oh, I'm coming back. I just need to feed my cow. I'll be back, lads.
Well, it looks like it's just me and you, look, in the chat. Let's have a gander. Big up Jamie One, all day, every day. Ali gets a mention. The Siren, my G, big up. Yeah. Who else we got here? Shizzle. Yes, my homeboy. Big up yourself. Who else we got? Macy Cartel. Oh, they're all in. All the rude boys are here.
Wait, who's over here? Did you say?
Everyone. We got them all in, man. We got like Shizzle, Siren, we got Thingy, Macy Cartel, got Ali, got Nikama, Jamie One. We got the 45.
Big up the people inside, man. Two-tier policing. Hundreds of idiots from the religion of peace pronounce nothing to do with Tommy. Tommy supports gay rights. That's a joke. True about that division, but it was. Tommy Robinson crying in the police van is the best thing I've seen today. Can we start referring Tommy Robinson by his real name, Stephen? Yeah, we know about that. We know about Stephen, man. We know about Stephen. I don't know, man. People got some good angles of this. People got some good. People are saying he got arrested for not wearing a poppy. DC got. I don't know if that's a joke or not.
Not wearing a mask, maybe.
Be closer down Twitter after seeing Tommy's been arrested. Fucking hell, there's some wicked moves out here, man.
They're quick, aren't they?
Gammon heads out in force tonight. If you can't have a decent convo, please don't bother me. Hashtag Tommy Robinson. The wickedest thing as well, you see, Tommy got asked just before he got nicked. He got asked, hey Tommy, what are you gonna have for dinner tonight? Are you gonna have roast lamb or roast chicken? He said roast chicken. He gets a nicking. Chicken dinner, mate. Tommy lad, back, mate.
They're having porridge, mate.
So wait there, Kingo, you just woke up. You ain't seen none of this Tommy Robinson business today, then? Kingo's dipped out. I'm gonna assume he ain't seen nothing. My mic is low compared to Khan's. Yeah, I think that's just the nature of the beast, man. Khan's got some overpowered mic.
What about now? Does it sound better now? Can you hear me now?
Let me know, Abu Bilal. Let me know. So wait there. Tommy Robinson. Let's see what the latest from. Because I think people said Danny Tomo was down there today, but I didn't see him down there, man.
Khan's mic's too loud. Dan's is too low. I think Dan's is okay. It might be mine that's loud.
I think it's coming through quiet. Wait, let me try and edit it up a little bit, man. So who else got nicked? Is there anyone else who got nicked down there? That's like they're saying that Braden got nicked. Bob the Builder got kicked out. Tommy Robinson got nicked. No one else got. I don't think anything else kicked off, to be honest. I mean, I would say overall today was a pretty good day. There wasn't any violence that I could see. I could be wrong. Maybe there was some shit that kicked off like round away from the cameras or whatever, but it seemed to be all right. I've never seen that many police, so I don't know I can't really say what the what the factor is in the sort of in the day going the way it went. I think it's a combination of there not being as many people in the park. I didn't see any of the Dawa teams there. I don't know why they weren't there.
Okay, so what all them Dawa teams? Muhammad Hijab,
not one.
Tawheed.
Didn't see any of them down there.
Imagine, brother, because don't forget last time the whole body of the arm, the whole like opposing forces of Tommy was the Dawa teams. Like they were literally the only people kind of taking the full brunt of it. But now they weren't here. Obviously, clearly now it's just going to be a bit more chilled out. I don't know what happened. So did you see any sort of because I know Waleed was wilding. Waleed and this Zabida was wilding out, bro, in the middle of the park, literally screaming and shouting. So I don't know. I mean, what did they get into? That was what I was kind of half interested in.
Nothing. They left when they were supposed to leave, and that was it, innit?
No,
oh,
so
good.
Zabida and that got. I think they were the first stream in the park that I was tuned into. So they got there. They linked Rashma Akhtar. Then
pick up Rashma.
Rashma was just there on her own, just on her ones, and linked Rashma.
Rashma going home with Hutchins flowers.
Oh man, bless her, man. So yeah, anyway, she went into like the middle of like all round near where the little cafe thing is, and there was like Pavlov and
I see that. I got up to that point.
Couple people, and like Waleed was doing the whole Walla business, and I don't know. It was kind of.
He was S Helena on the main road, isn't it?
It wasn't
S Helena.
Yeah, there wasn't that many people there at the start. There wasn't. There was a couple of these Tommy people who didn't look like they'd been there before.
Well, I'm seeing some footage though, bro. There's police like literally running up. I don't know what they're running up to, but I think it's a police car of some sort. I'm seeing some.
They were doing some mad formations. I've not seen as many police, and I've not seen that sort of shit in Speaker's Corner ever. So.
Oh yikes! Fucking hell, bro. Tommy Robinson got arrested again. What's the point, bro? Of him going down there? He's getting arrested and beaten up by his own system. It's like fucking hell.
No,
I don't know. Maybe
that's
maybe
the
that's just
optics. That's the optics. I don't think that's the reality. I think there's some other stuff going on. I think there's some
That's
other
what
stuff
I
going on.
just about to spub. Did you hear me just say just now? I think that it could be deeper than that, innit? I think on the surface, that's what they're showing you, just to basically teach people a lesson, innit? But he's expendable. But they're not going to disrespect him. But he's definitely expendable. I mean, he's subjected.
No, but I don't know about the expect. I mean, he's sustainable. I would say he's got. He seems to. I mean, I don't know if his support base is as big as it was. Maybe he had more people out there before, possibly. If you look at this crowd, I would say about half of them are there for Hatoon, and maybe half of them are there for Tommy, and maybe a little bit of so say 75% of them there will probably know who Tommy is or will support him. There might be 25%, but I don't know, man. It was a weird one because people were, I mean, looking at this footage, Jupiter and Hector front line, right at the front of the crowd. Tommy Robinson had this little interview space cleared out with like a little ring of steel around him, and yeah, I don't know. They just had this little conversation filmed in front of, I think, DCCI or Psycho films. There's probably going to be some crisp HD footage of it at some point.
Yeah. Because I've seen
15 minutes, maybe a 15-minute conversation, maybe something like that. So he was in and out by about 3 o'clock, I think, latest 3 o'clock. I reckon he would have probably got nicked about just before that,
but relatively the peace was kept though, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. If anyone saw anything else in the chat, let me know. I think the peace was kept.
Yeah, because I wasn't expecting these races to be jumping out at any given spot to be racist. I think it's kind of like, what do you call it? It's when you actually outrage, selective outrage. They've got this kind of like selective outrage thing where everything changed from all denominations to all of a sudden Islam. So they're not that dumb, even though they don't speak that intelligent. They know what they're saying. They know what to say and know what not to say. Even that guy that was interviewing Zabida when he first walked up to her with the tattoos, he didn't really want to say, which I know he thought in his head, that he's not in because he's like, she's not against Hatoon's not against words. She's against the doctrine. She's against she's not against Muslims. She's against. And what he wanted to say, what he should have, when she said, it's not Muslims, when we're talking about paedophilia, I would have to use Muslims in the beginning of the name. But I know what he wanted to say was that, Muhammad was a da-da-da-da-da. But because these guys, anybody who follows Tommy, don't think that they're just following him because, they may not like that. They're seasoned fucking haters, bro. You know what I mean? They're gonna go through to any type of discrepancy in the deen itself, in the writings of scripture. Obviously, Muslims, the color of you. You know what I mean? They're it's just opposed to them. You ain't got the same surname, so that's all it is, bro. But
King it's about the Muslim ideology.
That's how you need to be.
It's me, James, fam, talking. We got issue with the Muslim ideology. It's what Tommy mentioning.
Yeah, so that, but when Zabida was grilling that first guy with tattoos, he looked like an old school seasoned racist. And
me and Veli, on Veli Vision,
he didn't want to. What he didn't want to say, brother, is he didn't want to admit up that they've got a problem with the actual script itself and the ideology. Because when Zabida was, like I said, grilling him, he wasn't highlighting the fact that actually, generally, a lot of these Tommy fans or what people on the right have problem. They've stated they've got a problem with the doctrine itself and not Muslims. That's why it's not a racist thing. So it's good that Zabida was grilling them, because what I saw was a bit of actually they're not actually that proud of the way what they stand on. To be fair, from what I can see. Anyway.
You're talking about the Tommy people.
Yeah, the Tommy people.
Do you know what? There was a wicked little segment with Jordan and this dude. He had like a North Face cap on, and he was like, "What?" Jordan came over and he was like, "Well, I'm a Muslim and I'm white." I can't remember how he said it or what the context was. The guy got well triggered. He was like, "Oh, you ain't got to make it about race, mate. You ain't got to make it about race. You ain't." It was a white guy telling Jordan that he shouldn't talk about. I didn't quite get that. And they can't do that. Because the whole of their thing is basically just reverse or inverted identity politics. It's all identity politics at the core. There's nothing more to it. It's just a right wing version of it. People are saying big up DJ Rizza, man. Bass Welshman apparently got nicked. I don't know what he got
Bass
nicked
Welshman. Oh fuck!
Bass Welshman was apparently down there, like, yeah, baddied up in some.
I've heard of his name, but to be fair, I wouldn't even know from Adam. To be fair, but Bass Welshman. It's not Wee Man, is it? It's not the same brother.
Nah. Bass Welshman is
Bass Welshman.
He's Welsh.
Oh fuck!
Ali,
I saw listed there. I saw listed.
Jump off with that account. Jump back on with your other troll, man. There's no doxing around here, bro.
I'm James Jones, fam. I'm part of the far right. Big up Star Rock Garvey, fam. The leader of the black people in England.
Wait, is this the brother who used to come?
That's Ali, man.
Oh, this little Ali dude. Sounds like a woman.
Yeah, fucking hell, Ali, man.
Is that how he's come on in life? Come on, brother.
Ali's a full. He's a well-rounded troll these days. Apparently, he's trolled.
Yo, Ali, you look like you'd never ever watched a horror movie, smelt a woman, or said any sort of horrible swear word in your life. Now you're coming on here like Afghan. I mean, come on, bruv.
Afghan.
This is what I'm saying. This is what the internet does to people's brains, blood. Turn mushy upon them blood clot.
So wait there.
No, but obviously, big up Ali. Now I like this guy Ali. Though he's we usually got good things to say, but there's that. It's like surrounded by trolls now, bro. Literally surrounded. It's like when there's actually something really happening and real stuff going on. It's like they're nowhere to be seen, bro. It's like they've fallen off. Now we're just left with sort of like half-hearted, like a joke thing. But anyway, brother, go on.
Right, so let's have a little let's have a look through, man. Ali, well done for coming back with your actual
That was James Jones, by the way. Look, James Jones, he said big up Sarah Garvey. I don't big up Sarah. Bon Sarah Garvey.
Where's James Jones? James Jones in the chat.
That was James Jones on the panel.
Jump on, James, bruv. Jump on if you can, G.
That was James Jones.
Nah, you know what? Sometimes people can say what they want about him, but you know when you need to get him to break something down, we can. Like, I give him that. I mean, people can trash him, but I know there's worse people out there, bro.
Ali, stop getting rowdy at Tommy Robinson events, man. I know you.
Oh yeah, oi, Ali, listen, see them, man. That's a grim reaper to you, bro. They have no empathy over chopping your little body up and burning you alive if they could get away with it.
But neither does James Jones.
Huh?
Let's get back to the topic. Let's keep it.
I'm just saying, bro. You need to be prepared, bro, to see what you actually getting involved in.
All right, so look, let's look back at the last couple of weeks of this, right? I think about a week ago on Zubida's panel, I said that things seem to be escalating towards something, and then last week she gets slapped. I don't know, call me like psychic or spooky or whatever, but that stuff seemed like it was very predictable. When Hatoun got pulled down the first time, and I said it looked like a dive, everyone jumped on that, and she had a big push of attention, fanfare, whatever you want to call it. Lots of people.
What did you say? It looked like a dive, like she, she trying to get a penalty.
It looked like, sorry, people are saying my mic is low. It looked like she took advantage of the situation and let gravity do the rest. That's what it looked like.
What are you thinking though, Dan? Are you honestly thinking just everything's proxy? Just literally everything? From the slap to the Christian brother?
No. It's not really that. It's just that the reaction to it is like managed and like kind of planned, I suppose.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, bro, look. So I'm facing it.
If you look at the part today, right? Anyone who had like a reputation, it seems, stayed away. I could be wrong, but most of the Dawa teams who are normally down there, they weren't anywhere to be seen.
What about
that was interesting. So then what you're left with is the so-called dregs, yeah. So these are the people who don't really have a reputation. They might be new to the parts, of like individuals, right? Newcomers, sort of layman Muslim, youths from Edgware Road. It's a whole mix of people. There was maybe about 40 or 50 of them today, yeah. I think the sort of idea is that if demographic was attracted to the park, it would kick off. That's what I think they thought.
Okay, so wait, hold on. It was 40, 50 people on the right, or you're talking just
there was about 40 or 50 Muslims there, I would say.
Oh, right. Okay. And you said it's a mixture of brothers in that, yeah?
There was a couple hundred Tommy / Hattoon supporters there, but I think there was.
Okay, it's like a 5-1 thing then. Oh shit! So I saw Jordan there, brother. Jordan went there, innit? So
Jordan MI5. I think he's live at the moment, actually.
You call him Jordan MI5?
Nah, that's what they were all calling him today, man. It's just rubbed off. Everyone was saying that he was MI5, and I'm thinking, you lot are calling out Jordan, but Tommy's all good, yeah. All right, anyway.
Jordan, even if Jordan is fucking, he's definitely had a spiritual awakening. Even if he is fucking with the system, which I don't think he is. I don't think there's no way there, because I've got a friend, looks exactly like him, talks exactly like him. And he's more down than the average brother. I'm not gonna lie.
A man said to me today, if Jordan M jumped out of a Vauxhall, would I be surprised? And I said nah. I'll be honest, I said nah, but I would and I wouldn't be. Like my instincts would tell me that was always due to happen. But I don't think Jordan's that guy, man. I don't know.
Hello. I've been watching you lot for a long time.
Jordan, man. So yeah, Jordan was down there today. He had a good debate with this like right wing guy who got triggered when he couldn't work out that Jordan was Muslim and white. Zabida and Waleed got baited out, actually. If anyone remembers seeing that in the stream.
Oh, I saw that, bro. They were going Ashalina.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that.
He got more peak.
They basically they walked over to do you know that guy in a Union Jack suit?
Yeah. Do you have a Union Jack hat as well?
Yeah.
Little fat fucking, didn't say much, but he's pointing his finger a lot. Yeah.
Guy in a Union Jack hat, and he what was it? He started having a conversation with Zabida, and then the dude came up behind her and said something like, "Apple, orange, strawberry, banana, juice," or something, and he said, "Juice." And then just went into this weird like line of questioning about what did they believe, and as soon as I saw the guy, I was like, nah, this guy's like he's like beeline straight towards Zabida and Waleed, and it turned out later on that he knew them, he knew who Zabida was, and he was basically trying to do like trying to like probe for like anti-Semitism, which I thought was interesting because I saw quite a few. Well, anyway, anyone who knows those sort of crowds, there was a couple of people from old school NF Combat 18 kind of days who I don't know if they've cleaned up their reputations or what, but they were in the park, and rather than the focus be on them, it was suddenly Zabida and Waleed. And see, anyone who knows about anything about Egypt, man, Egypt and Israel, there's no love lost between them. Doesn't take that much.
He knows.
Well, I don't know, but like I said, there was all sorts of kind of little traps and snares that I saw there today. There was people there to sort of draw. I didn't see as much intimidation as the last one, to be honest. I think there was more of the DFLA there when Tommy came down before. I don't think the DFLA really exists in them sort of numbers now, but
it was nothing like Trafalgar Square where them guys literally get fucking cornered and smoke bombed. Obviously, it was more of a case of we're just standing here in Speaker's Corner. We know that Bobby's onto us now, and we're just going to speak our speak in it. So,
Black Dog is saying, "Combat, bruv, I could prove that. If you think I'm bullshitting, I could probably prove that. You just, you probably need to do your research. Are you turning into a conspiracist, Dan? No, I'm not. I don't think I've said anything was a conspiracy. I just think that people know exactly how to work the optics, and this is politics. So yeah, things are done with a degree of secrecy behind closed doors, and I think things are planned well ahead. Right. And
the main thing why they're blowing it up to the proportion that they are is so they can have a historical date, so it looks good in a run up when they have to write, when it's all said and done, and then we write the history books are getting written. They can literally point to a day with evidence that they were, they had to go and defend free speech, and then what they'll do is they'll use and refer to someone who's annoyed, like maybe like Zabida, You know, they'll cherry pick her words, probably edit it to fuck. So it's literally nothing that she said, but everything that she said, if that makes sense. And then, yeah, they'll slay her. And then they'll say, yeah, this was Battle of the Freedom of Speech 2020. It's camera recorded. And then, you know, that's why I was telling Zubs, man, just to chill out a little piece, isn't it? Just a little piece, even though it was free speech. And there was another guy that came up to her who looked like, I don't know, just like a really weird, mixed up brother. But he had a camera phone and he was screaming at the top of his voice. And he just looked really weird. But they're the guys there. Them brothers there. Like, these, like, when you saw Zubida go up to that little cafe, there's a little cafe, and then they were wilding out. Walla was going, es Halina, When you saw the way the first guy came up to her, he looked Jewish. He like had a hat on. He didn't look like a proper thug. He looked kind of like Jewish. He was definitely Jewish. Yeah, I can tell you, he was definitely Jew, bro. He's a Yahudi. Yeah, and he came up. That's how they are, bruv. Full of energy, just mad, biased. And he started screaming, like shouting loud, but that was a protagonist, bruv. See, that brother there is generally the first point of contact is an agent, bruv. So you lot were speaking to a good couple of agents near that cafe, bro. Good couple of agents. They're ones that were in there from like 7 or 8 a.m. in the morning, getting tasked about what they need to do, getting run through their steps.
Interesting. Big up to Black Dog hating in the comment section. He said it's Dan and a Kingo on my days.
Conspiracy theorists.
Get used to it, man. Age case. I used to work with a guy who was part of Combat 18 in his late 50s. Still used to go to meetings, so it still exists. They're just all old men now. Yeah, man. A lot of them are they're old, like Chelsea or Millwall fans or whatever. They're not. It's not what it was, isn't it? They're just, I don't know, but they're about. And yeah, like I said, there's been Black Dog. If you want to go, you can go and watch Busker streams if you want, and you can go and see the old like National Front C18 types that he like tries to root out. I don't know how successfully.
Did you play his stream, Dan? Did you play his speech? Sorry.
Which one?
Did he say anything like that great? Because obviously he would have had a speech in it like he did last time.
Who, Tommy?
Yeah. Did he say anything significant? Was it like, did you record it?
No, it's not come out yet, man. I'll tell you what, I'm going to mute up the panel for a bit and play a couple of these videos, man. There's a couple more videos that have come out. Speakers Corner. Yeah, so this is the last one for a couple of weeks now. Oh, there's all sorts of people getting involved. You lot might as well just re-upload these videos, man. You might as well just re-upload the videos and get some extra hits out because, yeah, all of these like patriots are going to be doing it. So get in before they do. It's a 5-minute video. I think this is when they first turned up.
Black Dog, why you get timed out, fellow? Yeah, boy. Oh, there's some bulldogs here, bro. You chat shit. Get banned. Bring me up. Wait, Dan, can I hear it? Oh, Wallow's there with his stick. But I just want to say I can't really hear too much of this, brother, yeah? Not too well, no. Maybe, yeah, it's not. Oh, maybe I need to turn up my, I need to turn up my YouTube. Maybe I'll put this on pause, innit?
Tommy Robinson! Tommy Robinson! Rat boy! Oh, you're funny now. Shut the fuck up. Fuck Tommy! Fucking cunt!
Yes. Yes, fuck. Yeah.
Cunt! Fuck Tommy! No!
I'm behind you, bro.
Cunt!
Yeah.
Fuck Tommy, cunt!
Yes.
You skinny crackhead! I'll join you! I'll jump on the back with you! With some fucking black tape, but you ain't got the minerals! You have a fucking shit in your kids!
No i co ci prawie? Chelsea done! Where's he doing that? His foot? Move in! Oi, Tommy, answer a few questions. Where's your Harry? Where's Harry and his wife? Where's Harry and his shopping boy?
Kev! Kev!
I'm hearing nothing but police radios on this thing. Right, there's another video of him getting nicked. 1 second. This video up.
Tommy, be lucky, man!
Take them fucking handcuffs off him! You're loving this, aren't you? You're loving this, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm loving it.
You're loving it.
Oh, who barged me? Who barged me then?
Who barged me?
Who barged me then?
You woman.
Who barged me then?
Hey, I'll fucking...
Wait there, what? My man just casually pushed his wife's tit. The way he pushed her, that was... I got a wheel that. It was only 40 seconds, but that was weird. What?
Yes.
What is that about?
Tommy, be lucky, man!
Take them fucking handcuffs off him!
You're loving this, aren't you? You're loving this, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm loving it.
You're loving it.
Oh, who barged me?
Watch out, watch out, watch the chick on the right.
Who barged me then? Who barged me? Who barged me then? Who barged me then?
Watch. Casually places his hand on tit. Grabs tit. Shoves tit. She's gone. Fucking hell. Right. Anyway, enough of that. Phil. Phil, are you there? There. Phil.
All right, we're there, man. Hello. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Phil.
Oh, okay, I'm sorting my
We
mic
got you.
out,
We
man.
got you.
Are you back from? You're back from Trafalgar Square, or no, Marble Arch? Sorry, you're back from Marble Arch. You were down there with Tommy today. I take it, supporting.
No,
You were protecting Hattoon, no?
no, I don't give a fuck what Tommy Robinson's doing, man.
So, what do you see this as? What's your analysis of the whole thing? Were you watching any of the streams today?
Yeah, I think this is just a way Tommy Robinson can become relevant again. So it is. Just make money, ain't he? Just in it for the
More
grift.
money. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, fellow. I think they're low on cash. So it's a good time for
Oh,
them.
okay. It's like he's got arrested. He gets arrested. He can start a GoFundMe thing. Please, we need to release Tommy's blah blah victim. Give me money, like £1 million. Blah de da. Great. Well, it is.
Fuck, it just seems like our leaders are making fucking money out of us, bro. Like,
Oh yeah.
Seriously, bruv, in every single fucking facet and cranny. You know?
They're all grifters.
And that's the thing.
I
I
love
really do respect people who do this thing voluntary and it's just all for the love. You know, I do respect someone who's doing it for the money also. But, you know, it just seems like it's rarer and rarer that you actually get anybody that genuinely trying to do something for justice.
I don't think any of these people, be it Tommy Robinson, Zabida, or any of them, represent the ideology that they actually think they represent. Like, Tommy Robinson's not a nationalist, he's a liberal. Zabida is not a Muslim, she's a liberal. And all these, quote, Muslims in the park, they're not Muslims. Like, they've become liberalized to the point where, yeah, they're not
Yeah, in
Muslims,
certain
really.
places though in the world, I mean, they're still going to be like seen as a normal Muslim. Obviously, it's the more radical places like Saudi Arabia. Yeah, it's probably going to say it's you lot of kafirs, isn't it? You lot of it's just easy to be a kafir.
It's not
Why
even.
is Saudi Arabia a radical place of Congo?
Is it radical?
Saudi Arabia,
What's that, fellow?
why is Saudi radical? Like, Saudi used to be radical, but I think Saudi is like.
And why did you just call me a Congo as well?
No, I said why is Saudi radical? I said Okingo.
You said a Congo.
Or I mispronounced your name.
Okay.
Yeah,
Why?
Why is it radical?
I said
No,
I don't
mind.
think it's
I just
radical.
wanted to determine whether you were trolling me or not. Like, you know. But all right,
No,
cool.
Like, I wouldn't say it's radical anymore because like next month having pop concerts, they've had like WWE there, and these things never used to happen in Saudi. So I think they've come a lot more loose.
Yeah, you're becoming liberal.
Who? Saudi?
Saudi's
Yeah.
liberal.
Saudi is more liberal.
Yeah, it'll be degenerate. Give it about 40 years, and it'll be the exact same position as England is in. No one's got any more.
Okay, so you've got. When I think of liberal, I think of Tel Aviv. All right, where there's this Pierre Chichi man dancing up and down. Yeah, like it's a Brazilian gay island or something.
Yeah.
That's liberal to me. That's what I perceive as what the liberals want liberal to be.
That's what will happen to every.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think there's many Muslims that you could say as liberal in the UK.
Oh, I disagree. It's like I watched an interesting debate on BBC Three where they were talking about is it okay to be gay and Muslim, and it seems to me as if a lot of Muslims are sort of. I mean, I've heard this cope. A lot of Muslims will say this cope. They'll say it's okay to be gay. You're allowed to have these thoughts and feelings. You're just not allowed to have sex. You're not allowed to have sexual intercourse. They sort of They're in the process of becoming liberal, where they'll do what the Catholic Church did about 100 years ago. I guarantee that the Islamic there's this idea that Muslims believe they're going to take over the West. They're going to like install some sort of Islamic caliphate. Not going to happen. What's actually going to happen is you're going to become incredibly liberalized, degenerate to the point where you'll be exactly the same as white people are in England right now, if not worse. And you'll just be replaced by someone else in about 30 years or something. It's happening with the black community as well. The black community is becoming very liberal, highly liberal, and it's got no sense of morality, just like white people, no sense of culture or tradition or.
Why do you think that's happening though then, Phil?
Because everyone's an interchangeable cog in the machine. That the system doesn't give a fuck who you are. It swallows you up and destroys your sense of collectivism and culture.
So like Hitler, he was a proper like good person, wasn't he?
No.
Like Hitler, he cared about his country, didn't he?
No, he didn't really give a. He gave a fuck about German people, but he didn't give a fuck about English people or white people.
Yeah, but he was a good leader for Germany then, wasn't he?
Say again.
He was a good leader for Germany then, wasn't he?
Not really, because he like invaded Poland. Like, if he hadn't invaded Poland, then he would have been okay. But he invaded Poland.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You're right there. You're right. You're right. That's what messed it up.
Yeah.
They weren't up for. They weren't. Oh, yo, the Polish weren't up for killing off the Jews like the Germans were. That's what.
Well, also, there's loads of issues, but the point is, I'm not a German, right? I don't live in Germany. I don't know why. Whenever I advocate for nationalism, I have to defend Hitler. It's weird as fuck. It's like I'm not in 1930s Germany. Fuck, you know what I mean? It's weird. It's like, oh, what? You're a nationalist? You have to defend Hitler now? It's like, no, I don't. What the fuck are you talking about?
But that's the thing. Yeah, that word has been destroyed and shat on from height before the system because
yeah.
And even makes it was like no, and patriotism's got absolutely really not much, well, nothing at all to do with the race of the people that he's protecting. They don't. Oh, I'm going for my nation. But a patriot just defends everything in that region.
Right. Yeah. The reason why Tommy's against Islam as well is for the wrong reasons. Like he'll say, "Oh, look at your women are dressed modest." It's like, what the fuck, Tommy? Like, that's a shit argument. That's not why I'm against Islam or anything. What the fuck you on about, man?
So I think this was the argument that Ralph was trying to raise with Lister and Zabida the other day. There was this sort of like liberalism versus the traditional kind of core of Islam sort of discussion. I think you've put it out before. You got this whole skateboarding Muslims thing where you think that Muslims are going to basically pick up skateboards, put down their Qurans, and start. Yeah. I don't know, start getting tattoos.
They're already doing it already. It's like if you look at those Muslim men in the park today, they're not really Muslim. Like if they were in Saudi Arabia dressed like gangster rappers, smoking weed and driving around in a fucking VW Golf, I'm no Islamic scholar or anything, but I'm fairly confident the elders would say, "What the fuck are you doing, guys? You're becoming Americanized. Like, well, it's weird." Or Zabida. It's like, hey, Zabida, you got any kids, Zabida?
I think there's
Listen, I used to live in Gladys Grove, yeah? Where there's loads of Muslims. But you will get a denomination. They're just like us, bro. Actually, the only differences between Arabs, whites, and blacks is that their spiritual system hasn't been shat off from a height. They've still got it intact. But apart from that, I saw a lot of Arabs wilding out, bro, doing mad shit in Ladder Grove. That you would say this guy's never even seen a religion or even know what it means.
Yeah, I would say that Muslims have still got enough of the religious framework there to keep things intact. I don't think Europe has that. Europe hasn't had that for like 100 plus years. So
yeah, but we had that.
I think they've never had it, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Right, liberalism will destroy every fucking religious identity. It's already happening.
Do you think that's good though?
No. I think that's fucking terrible. This is why I say it's a trap. I mean, I'm assuming you're black. Maybe I'm being racist and you're not black.
Mixed race, brother. Mixed race, not far off.
Okay, you're mixed race. But here's an example. when the people of the Windrush generation came to England, these people came in suits and ties, very spiritual people, conservative. How many decades did it take to completely destroy the black community from
Yeah, but
back?
that, bro, but you know what that is? You're kind of like alluding to the fact that you know how bad sort of how the English culture is, and
Yeah,
when you know, and I suppose really are you putting that down to the system and how
yeah, it's
it's a, yeah,
liberalism.
yeah, 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 and I'm gonna agree with you, bro. I can't even disagree with you there, bro.
Like, it's just a fucking fact. And the warning is that Muslims think that they're somehow special in this. They think, oh, it happened to white people, it happened to Jamaican people. It won't happen to us. And then I look at their community, I'm like, it kind of is happening to you. It's just slower than usual, but you are becoming liberalized, and this is a trap because this, and we know that this is happening because some Muslims were protesting against, you know, the LGBT shit that was being taught in schools. They tried to protest against that, and the system came hard on them and said, "Hold on a minute, Muslims. You can't be against LGBT shit. This is something that you're gonna have to embrace." And this this is the thing. It's liberalism is it's a problem for white people, of course, but it's a problem for everyone. Absolutely fucking everyone. And
Yeah, I'm
this
not
is
up for
what
the way they're trying to liberalize it. I don't mind the notion and the thought of liberty because that just
uh-huh.
means freedom to me or less restrictions, but it's the way they're trying to do it. It's like, yeah, they're doing it in the wrong the wrong areas.
I
But
don't believe in freedom either. Like the thing is that freedom's okay if you're a successful human being, but then again, I also believe that if you're a successful human being, that you do have obligations to people lower than you. An example would be if there's a crackhead in your community, I don't think. I mean, I'm assuming you'd think I don't think it's right to allow this person to make certain mistakes. Someone needs to say, "You're not doing that, man. We're going to stop you from making these mistakes in your life, and we're going to make sure that you're a good person, a successful person." And that's why I'm okay with authority in that regard. I also believe that those at the top of the hierarchy, when you allow them liberty, this is what liberalism does. People always assume liberalism just means for you as working class or middle class, but liberalism also means that those at the top of the hierarchy are free from moral obligations, and they're allowed to manipulate the people lower in the hierarchy into getty lifestyles because it makes them money. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
I feel,
I got the
uh,
Jess Phillips video playing in the background now. But
yo, I was going to ask you all
go
the
on.
just a question on the panel quickly. What do you feel like? Was it a W or win or evens for both sides today?
I think it was a loss for the Muslims when they slapped Hatun. I think it was probably a win today, so I reckon it's evens.
Okay, good, good, good.
I'd say it's evens.
So it's more
Yeah,
people than it was madness.
yeah,
That's good. That's good.
yeah. But
That's
I've
good.
never seen such crowd management by either like an individual speaker at the part and also the police. There was some crazy coordination. I've never seen a part that coordinated ever, ever.
Braden was the real winner.
Like if Braden got himself nicked. Yeah, I can't work Braden out either, man. He doesn't fit in with that crowd. That's not his crew, but he goes there.
He doesn't fit with anyone. That's the problem with Braden. He doesn't fit with anyone, and he's just desperate for attention. He's
Yeah,
desperate.
but you know what? Sometimes you look at a man and you try and judge him by his actions and what you can see now. But you know, anything could lead that guy down that road, bruv. You know what I mean? Anything. So I
Alienation.
he's a bit of a madman, isn't it? He's just fucking nuts. Even though that you still got to kind of deal with everybody. You know what I mean? To protect yourself, but still, that I just thank God he hasn't got much of a great IQ. And that's not, you can always build on it, but
What you saying? You
you
think
know,
he'd be more dangerous or
when
something?
we saw Tommy Robinson go from nothing to something, I actually genuinely started getting worried. Like, wow, this whole population is just full of fools. So
So wait,
You
then
know.
what? You're saying you're talking about Braden now? When he got
Braden, yeah,
nicked?
because don't forget, yeah, Braden was trying to come up with some sort of, yeah, just now. I don't know what happened. I don't, if you don't want to
Braden
tell
was
the
saying some
audience.
shit about all lives matter, I think, and two-tier policing. I think.
Why?
I don't know. He said, "What's wrong with me saying go back to Africa or something like that?" I don't know, something like he was drinking a kind of like San Miguel outside the gates of Speaker's Corner, which I think you can get nicked for that anyway. Then someone grassed him up for saying something, and he got nicked. But that's Braden. That seems like a typical day out in London for Braden now. Just goes to London and gets nicked in front of Mr. X cameras. So I don't know. I can't keep a tab on that guy, man. 1 minute I thought he was an FNAT. He's been beaten up at Tommy rallies before. He's been beaten up in Trafalgar Square. He got beaten up outside Belmarsh when Tommy was in prison. Yeah, and he still turns up. I don't know. Can't work Braden out.
Just desperate for attention. This is his identity. At the end of the day, he's not an FNAT. He had a mixed race girlfriend, didn't he, at some point?
So you see. All right. So I'm going to ask you: do you think that the right are using identity politics almost as much as, if not more than, the left at the moment?
Depends which lefty you're talking about and which right wing you're talking about.
I'm talking traditional, like intersectional, like ID poll, like third wave feminism, intersectionality, all that sort of stuff. It seems to have just been like inverted by the right and spat back out in this form where it's like white lives matter, white people are going to be made extinct. All of these tropes, which I'm not sure if I don't know if they even really matter. I don't think the science needs to be there. It just seems to be something that like scares people. Like I heard a guy today who was a Tommy fan say, "We were never asked."
Right. Okay.
So there's like an overlap there in the thinking. Like I know Tommy fans are watching, obviously the Laura Towler stuff, and there's a crossover there, but I don't know if Tommy's acknowledged that yet.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely the case that the right has become like very aware of like identity politics. Of course, it has. Like that's the way it's changed now. It's definitely changed that the majority of white wingers are aware of. Well, generally speaking, ethno nationalists, I'd say it's just that it seems to be the case that a lot of them are making shitty arguments. That's just what it comes down to, or they're just being driven into shitty movements that are not going to get anywhere, like PA and stuff like that. Right.
So do you see like Speaker's Corner of being like, is it of benefit to like nationalists? The nationalists see like Speaker's Corner as a place to like, I don't know, canvas or campaign or whatever. No,
not really. Like the thing is that this is all a waste of time. It's like if you're ever going to get serious about politics, you have to do on the ground shit. Like you just need to be in the public talking. I know the Speaker's Corner, but you're preaching to the wrong crowd. The reality is that the majority of people at Speaker's Corner are Muslim. They're not nationalists. It's not your demographic you need to reach. If you're going to be serious about politics, you need to reach the over 65s, and that's the general public. The general public are not even aware of Speaker's Corner, generally speaking, are they? So fuck around.
If Tommy Robinson went a little bit further to the right, could you is Tommy Robinson redeemable to you or not?
Because it is literally just a fucking. The problem is with people like Tommy Robinson is that they're retarded. Their arguments are retarded, and they're bought off by people. They're controlled opposition. They're controlled opposition in the sense that the way that they present themselves deliberately makes nationalism seem as if it's just a bunch of meatheads going, "Way!"
Sorry, Dan, I'm going to be back. I'm going to jump off. I'm going to try and come back in a bit.
No worries, man.
What it is.
Was it Mark Collette? Mark Collette said it's like that guy at the conference or something. He's like the guy with like tattoos.
Yeah. But he's that guy as well. Like Mark Collette is that guy. He's the one fucking sucking Hitler's dick off. When pragmatically, if you're a nationalist, you should be aware that if you suck Hitler off or worship Hitler, that's probably a really shitty move in regards to being an English nationalist, because the English public are never going to get behind a movement that's pro-Hitler. It's just never going to happen.
Someone said if there was a war between Russia and the UK, Phil would throw England under the bus. Is that true?
If it was between Russia and England, it really depends on which political ideology is in England. Really, currently, right now, I don't give a fuck. Fuck England right now. What the fuck am I defending? Liberalism? I don't think so.
Fucking hell. What do they call it? That's like, is that a black pill? Are you black pilling people?
Listen, if it's a war between Russia and England, how it currently fucking is, then fuck it, I'm all about defending Russia. Why the fuck would you defend this neoliberal fucking mess? Really? Think about that.
Yeah, but you've just put yourself in exactly the same space as this Mark Collette, so you're a traitor at the moment.
I'm a traitor to liberalism. Oh no!
No, but if that's what you
dare I?
Yeah, but is that all you see the UK as representing? It's just liberalism.
Yes, it fucking does. The UK government does not represent its people at all. It hasn't got a national identity. It's got no fucking culture. It's devoid of culture. It's devoid of anything. These fucking elites of our nation don't give a fuck about English people at all. But don't get shit twisted. They don't give a fuck about black people or anyone. They give a fuck about profit. And if it means that that system is destroyed, then fuck yeah, I'll support Russia. I don't give a fuck. So you're a traitor. It's like fuck off. You don't understand.
I'm not calling you a traitor, man. You can have your own politics, but yeah. All right. So you would hypothetically implement some sort of Slavic, like Fourth Reich or something, or some Slavic fatherland.
Right.
Fucking hell, man. Well, all right.
At the end of the day, if there's anyone who's going to save the fucking West, it's going to be Russia. Don't fuck around.
So Russia's the great white hope. Russia's your trump card.
No, you're putting words in my mouth where it's sort of like I'm like pro fucking Russia and I want Russia to. Like, you gave me the fucking.
But is Russia the only hope that like the white race has? Is that what you're saying? You don't see anyone else as being able to come up with the goods. It's Russia.
No. The reality is, this is what's got to happen. Yeah. We live in a liberal democracy. Well, it isn't even a democracy because we have the House of Lords. It entirely composes of bourgeoisie fucking capitalists that don't give a fuck about England at all. They don't give a fuck about the elites of this country only care about profit. They don't see race. They don't see culture. They don't see history. They don't give a fuck about any of that shit. And if you think the people in the House of Lords are ever going to fucking adopt an ethno-nationalist position, you're completely mistaken. What we need to do in regards to real ethno-nationalism is that not only have we got to win an election, but we've also got to replace the people in the House of Lords who approve bills and stuff. And we've also got to change the entire fucking culture. There's a lot of work involved. It's not simply dropping a fucking banner or speaking at fucking Speaker's Corner or shit like that. You got to entirely dismantle fucking neoliberal. It's the difficult work. So all I'm saying is there is another option. It's just Russia takes over. You know what I mean?
You let him in the back door, then fucking hell, all right. So Putin, it's like all eyes on Putin. So there's a lot of nationalists going over to Russia at the moment. Actually, Tommy went out there. Paul Golding went out there.
Oh yeah.
Maybe they are offering the olive branch. It's like the golden opportunity. Who knows?
Well, it's because ultimately Russia wants to take back Ukraine, wants to take back Georgia, not Poland, but one day. But you know, ultimately it's got to preserve its own interests. So that's the way it is, and it's not going to get any support from like neoliberal fucking systems that we've got because we want to fuck them over and take their gas. They're not going to let us, are they? So
some big war games going on between China and Russia at the moment. They're doing like joint maneuvers in the Caucasus region.
Oh yeah.
These they're flexing, man. They're flying planes over England like every week, like buzzing the channel, sending submarines through, sending like ships through, just taking the piss.
Well, yeah, they flex all the time. It's like Putin with the dog situation with Merkel. That was funny. Did you hear about that?
The what? The dog?
Well, Merkel's scared of dogs. So whenever
Yes, I remember this. Yeah.
like,
Go on, break it down. Angela Merkel dog.
I don't think you'll find the video. You'll find an article. There's no video.
I didn't mean to scare Angela Merkel with a dog. From World News 2 years ago. Oh shit!
Yeah. You can look at the Japanese one. There's a video where he fucking intimidates some Japanese ambassadors with a dog. Big fucking Akita.
Akita, yeah. Shit, man. Putin. I gotta respect him, man. He's been around for long enough. I remember him from my youth. He's sort of a part of my teenage years. Old Vlad got in '99, and he's been there since. I don't understand how he's been there since, but he's been there since.
Well, he's ex-KGB. I mean, the reality is he's ex-KGB, and not only is he ex-KGB, but he came from the bottom ranks to be like the fucking leader of the KGB. So it's there's quite a lot of skill there. And he's obviously murdered a lot of people, and people are scared of him, like genuinely intimidated by him. But if Putin says to you, "You get this done," you probably better get it done, or he would probably kill you himself personally.
Man. Putin. You see the thing with Putin. I mean, he's one thing abroad and a completely different thing at home. So I don't know what you'd expect life under Vladimir Putin to be like, but I'd expect.
He's actually quite liberal. I know that sounds fucked up, but he is quite liberal in this. It's like Pussy Riot, that situation with Pussy Riot. Well, he actually said that he was the one who got them only a jail sentence for 2 years. He was like, "We're only going to put them in jail for 2 years." Like everyone in Russia, like the babushkas, they were like, these girls need to be fucking dead. Like everyone in Russia was like, they need to die. They need to go to jail forever. And he was like, no, we'll put them in jail for 2 years. It'll be all right, bro. Chill out. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure that's liberal, to be honest. I don't know, man. I think they got the same level of sort of surveillance, similar level of surveillance that we've got over here. The controlled opposition stuff is just ridiculous. I think Putin has every single possible opposition party sewn up, pro-Putin party sewn up. He's got the church sewn up. He's got a kind of core oligarch, kind of Jewish elite in exile type class. He's got a lot of links with Israel that are quite useful.
Yeah, but you've got to necessarily see. This is when people purity spiral. They say, "Oh no, this person's got links with Israel." It's like, listen,
it's not a problem. I'm not saying it's a problem for me. I'm saying it's a fact. It is just who he is. So with all of that said, I don't think you can ever say where Putin's kind of agenda is, where he's, and that's the thing I think that makes him a difficult politician to kind of deal with internationally, because he's got lots of different possible kind of directions. I don't think he gives away much as well. He's like a poker face.
Thing is that if you're running a fucking country of that size, you can't have democracy, because if you want to keep your sovereignty, you got to be authoritarian about it.
Wait, the Age Case is saying he robbed. Is he talking about the ring? He robbed it off Yeltsin and took out a few other. Yeah, he pretty much did. I mean, Yeltsin was like the drunk. He was like the ideal, the ideal president for like the new Russia after the Soviet Union. He was a drunk who could be easily manipulated. You just buy him like a couple bottles of like Red Label or Black Label or whatever, and he's good to go. Pretty much, he was staggering all over the stage. Bill Clinton's taking the piss out of him. He's like, he was great. And then they got someone who was like a real cold-hearted like Russian who didn't give a fuck about any of the international protocols, any of the diplomatic standards that exist. But I don't know. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, do you know what's happening with him in like this COVID stuff? Have they got a lockdown in Russia?
Yeah, they've got a lockdown. I mean, it's difficult to control Belarus. Like Belarus, they've got what's his name, Venko, whatever his name is. But yeah, they've got a lockdown in Russia. They're dealing with it seriously. Not in Belarus. They've got a mad fucking dictator, haven't they?
Ali, what are you clicking so loudly in the background, man?
Yes, doing very. Is Chechnya part of Russia?
Yeah.
Shit, I've got my face.
Go on, Ali. Your point is ...
The protest happening in Chechnya. I was just wondering if it's part of Russia or not. Because they got like their own leader and stuff in Chechnya.
Yeah, that's because like the way Russia is separated, it's massive. It's got like different provinces, hasn't it? And Chechnya is its own province. Just like Dagestan is as well. That's like a Muslim area of Russia, if you will.
When were these protests this week?
Oh, the protests? What, in Chechnya?
Yeah, in Chechnya.
A lot get killed quite easily. They're not going to do anything, are they?
I think some kid was shot by Russian police. It was a Chechen kid who got killed by police in Russia. I think I heard something like that. Wow, these are big protests, man.
I saw it on Instagram.
These are pretty big protests. Fucking hell. Big up to Hassan Saba in the chat as well, by the way. I just see you, man. Go on, so what you're saying, Phil?
All I'm saying is it'll get quelled down quite easily. Got to be off your tits on the Kremlin.
What are you saying about this 5th of November lockdown, Phil? Do you think it's ominous? Do you think there's What do you think's on the other side of the 5th? Do you think we're in for like a dark winter?
I think that this has been exaggerated on purpose so that people can make money off it. Well, the reality is, if we're all locked down during Christmas, then we can just finish off the high street because everyone will be buying shit online, and that's why their plan is.
I've heard this. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what the high street's going to do after this, to be honest. I guess you just become like Amazon, like outlets or whatever. You become.
Because we've already seen people like Maplin. Maplin's dead anyway. Maplin got crushed. HMV's the only one really surviving, but I could see HMV going because who needs the idea that these digital that we need these DVD drives or like even game drives is pointless.
Yeah.
Everyone's buying games online, like in like a digital format anyway. So Blockbuster Blockbuster was the first one to go, and Amazon Prime. If I buy a thing, I'm gonna get it delivered the same day. So I could easily see Amazon just taking out Game 2 now, and then HMV's gonna go.
At the end of all this coronavirus, fucking hell, the majority of people's spending habits will be online. Everything will be online, and your life will consist of going work and just in front of a computer screen 24/7 buying shit. That's what they got planned for you.
So do you believe this is the Illuminati doing this?
No, I think this is people motivated by profit.
Okay, but where did the Illuminati come into this?
The Illuminati?
Yeah.
Is that just like a whistle for Jews? Is that what you mean? Yeah.
No, the Illuminati's they're doing apparently all the lockdown and the coronavirus. The whole conspiracy theories lead up to the Illuminati.
I don't think it's the Illuminati. I just think it's individuals motivated by profit. This is what happens when you have individuals motivated by profit. This makes perfect fucking sense.
Well, Kanye West said it, that it's the Illuminati. We know one thing about the Illuminati is that there's no black people in it.
No.
Wait, who told you that?
Well, there's not many black people in it. Because he says, no, it's Kendrick Lamar that said it. He says, how can I be part of the Illuminati? Last time I heard, there was no black people in it. It's the biggest Nazi racist party. I think he said something. Yeah, that's the sort of lyrics he said. So Illuminati. It's like people like Bill Gates. I would say he was definitely part of the agenda. I don't know if you could say that he's Illuminati.
They're not racist, man. The elites aren't racist. The elites aren't. Provided you got money, they'll fucking trade with you.
Well, yeah, it's true, but don't forget when absolute power corrupts absolutely. Why would you not say that racism is corruption? Because don't forget, when we're born, we're not racist, so we can tell it's definitely a corrupt mind state paradigm. So
Well,
yeah, they're definitely going to be corrupt, bro. That's a far shot to call that.
if you look at what the elites are pushing, the reality is that racism isn't profitable. If you only give a fuck
What
about
they reflect on the surface in the secular country is that they're not racist, but we all know that there's this the positive and negative. We can see it. The good cop, bad cop. They both exist, and they're both the same person. We know it's both the same entity, and that's England. That obviously they've got both bad elements, and which they will need, but they need more of a middle, which is where you see in Jupiter and all these people starting to go to.
Right, yeah, I do believe that. I do believe that when these sort of controlled opposition forms of nationalism are brought about, they're like when you just straight up like I love Hitler, fucking kill black people, etc. That's deliberately allowed to be the case because when you do that, the elites know that the majority of people won't get behind that, and it's just a way of discrediting nationalism. You get what I mean, don't you? It's like with the left when there's like a genuine alternative, be it like I don't know, like communism or whatever, and then there's the shit that most people hear about, like the SJW fucking bullshit, and that's deliberately allowed to be aired on purpose because it's not a threat to liberalism. Just like the nationalism that I'm putting forward, there's an ethno-nationalist movement, but I'm not going to be saying I love Hitler, kill black people. You get what I mean? They don't do that
Yeah,
shit.
but I mean, I feel like, bro, like this celebration of this Rainbow Nation thing is something that couldn't have been avoided. So I really don't think it's that genuine and sincere that this ultra liberal type of media that they've been presenting in the last 20 years has been something that they can even have avoided. So we know that this is you got to understand that I wouldn't ever really feel comfortable. And then I know now that there are actually quite a lot of ethno-nationalists, nationalists. And the way the Conservatives have funded things recently, to even go as far to suggest that the woman or the actual cabinet involved in the last however many years has actually been funding, okay, richer areas as opposed to poorer areas in all aspects, in all facets of life. And so even when it comes down to the bookies and the amount of payouts they're going to get, have been notched up in the rich areas and have been fixed in the poor areas. That's and that's intel shit I've got in it, inside stuff. So I mean that's how far they're willing to go with this. They're funding the most funding has gone into art in the most wealthiest places in the UK. And then there's people that can't even afford utensils in certain places in East London and places underfunded. So it's this huge push on preserving tradition and whiteness in the UK. So no, that's what I'm saying. I just don't see how you can't see that, Liam. And I like you as a brother, but you definitely gone. You definitely got good points.
The point is, they only give a fuck about rich people. It just so happens that the majority of people in England who are rich tend to be white. However, they don't give a fuck. See, the thing is that if you look at some of their policies, like the Conservative policies, they want what is it, 7 million immigrants from Hong Kong, and they want that because they want to replace the white working class who they don't see as profitable. Like, they don't give a fuck about white people. The Conservatives don't give a fuck about white people. You can find many working class areas that is full of white people.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck,
about them.
but they give a fuck a bit more than because don't forget, let's look at it properly. Their breadwinners, okay, are white people. The system best value is white people because they can use them. They're the head of their agenda. They're front. They're the most trusted out of obviously all types of denominations that they encounter. So yeah, let's not try. Obviously, you are right about they don't care, but they still have a level of care for a bit more care for particular people than they do others. But nevertheless, they don't they don't
Think of it
actually care. You are right with that.
They'll pretend. They will pretend. They'll say, "Oh yeah, we're going to deal with immigration, blah 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 blah, Muslims," but they actually don't do anything. Like they haven't closed the fucking borders. They do want more productive immigrants from around the world. The reality is the Conservative Party. I mean, if you look at the Conservative, it's not even filled with white people. The Conservative Party is filled with fucking Indians now. Well, this is the reality.
India's got rich, man. They've got rich. If you look at them now, their production up in the top 10 or top 5 in certain places. So.
Oh yeah, that's why the Conservatives won't do it. It's why the Conservatives will talk about legal and illegal immigration. They don't give a fuck. They really don't give a fuck what your race is. If you're really profitable, they'll change how they perceive you. If you were a really wealthy man and you were talking to a Conservative, they'll go, "Oh, he's fucking amazing. We love this guy. This guy's amazing. He makes loads of money. Makes money. I like money. And he likes money. Best friends. I love this guy." Yeah, that's the way they look at the world. They don't give a fuck about nation. They don't give a fuck about tradition. Nationalism puts obligations on these people. Well, when we had a real nationalist government, in the past, the people who were first to go into conflict were the elites. Nationalism puts obligations on the elites of a country. That's why they'll be the first people to advocate for liberalism, because it means that they don't have to go into warfare anymore and they can just send fucking plebs in. And it also means that they don't have to invest in anyone. They just don't want to invest in anyone. Ever. Be it white, black, or whatever. They don't give a fuck. And in fact, that's their policy for everything. It's like, if you look at the problems facing England, even the black community, you can see lots of problems that could easily be fixed if they just invested more money. Yeah, you can say, okay, there's crime in black communities, there's abortion, there's lack of people getting married, there's blah, 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 blah. They could solve that problem, just like they could with the white working class people, but they fucking don't. What they do instead is they just replace everyone. They think, right, the black community is fucked. Replace them. We'll replace them with people from Hong Kong. Yeah, we'll bring the people from Hong Kong, and they'll be the new. Well, they'll be the new people. And then you'll be there saying, "What the fuck? Why are loads of people from Hong Kong coming in?" And they'll be like, "Stop being racist. You're being racist, man." It's like, this ain't about race. This is about you trying to fuck over everyone.
This is where I think your capitalism becomes almost palatable. Your socialism becomes almost palatable. Just without the nationalist stuff. And
I have the nationalism because I see my tribe, right, or my ethnicity, be it white or whatever, as like an extended form of family, and I think that's preferable. I think that's a good thing. I think if people have that, where they view people who have got a long ancestry with each other, it's almost as similar as family. I think that works better. And ultimately, I want to address this problem where we're always resorting to immigration. When the working class or the underclass are not performing, instead of resorting to immigration, we should always look to improve our people, invest in them, that sort of shit, because it's fucking exploitation, man.
Yeah, but
where's that? Where's that? Oh yeah. Oh, that's sorry, brother. I'm just looking at that now. Where is that? That's Leicester Square.
Might be on the way to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that's like Leicester
stuff.
It's like Leicester. No, is that Leicester Square? What is this? The Tommy people?
Nah, this is COVID, like lockdown stuff.
Oh my God, I was about to say.
It's back in the real world. People are actually out in the street for I suppose real reasons, but that's had a lot less coverage. There's been some interesting stuff going on with that actually as well. Like lots of weird agent provocateur type stuff. People looking like they're very much undercover, mingling among crowds and possibly like kicking stuff off. I'm not sure if they're trying to like paint that whole movement as like right wing or what.
Right, this kind of virus thing, yeah.
The anti-lockdown stuff.
This is real. Yeah, this is in the London. No, it's not in London.
But it's not a left or right thing. It's probably for the first time in ages. Maybe since the Iraq War or the austerity marches or whatever. It's not really. I don't think you could identify a clear left or right wing kind of strain to it. It's just
but that doesn't stop them from saying it's a right-wing
Right
thing.
wing, yeah.
Because it's a way of discrediting people. As soon as when you say, "Oh, they're fucking nationalist or a right winger," then people go, "Oh, I don't want to be involved with that. Maybe this lockdown's a good thing." And ultimately, they're trying to save their bottom line. They want to lock us fucking down, so we're stuck inside purchasing shit 24/7. It's got to fucking
Right.
stop.
Right. And there will be a money trail to all the people who started investing in e-commerce as well, no doubt, in the near future.
This is going to be the new norm. Like every year, we're going to have a new virus until the fucking high street is completely fucking dead. Or the pub industry. Like, here's another point. If you really think that they care about white people, why are they trying to destroy the fucking pub industry? Why do you think that is? It's because that's a social hub where people are not online. They're not online. They're constant. They're talking about politics. It's the way that white people, generally speaking, form communities and socialize with each other. They don't want you socializing. They want you isolated, alienated. Because when you're isolated and alienated, you're spending more.
That's one thing about white people, though. Yeah, you play around with their money or their livelihood. They don't care about COVID-19. They're out there, bro. No mask. Say no mask.
You can't shut the pub down, though, man.
That's the thing, bro. You see, like, I think it's really going to slap in the face, bro. Like, how the white people have reacted when it comes to this virus, and they seem to be the head of this BLM thing. It's like they're wilding out, bro. Like this, and this is a testament to show that, I'm not going to take the time to say, oh, this is how barbaric white people are. Not, they're just reacting normally. But it seems how other people are just so worried or afraid or I don't know what it is, bro. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like certain people, like certain denominations are frozen, bro. Like frozen in a sense that you don't really see the same sort of reaction in other parts of the world. It's just like once white people start making a change, it's still not even a time for people to come up. It still just seems like it now. And then they're like, people would be like, oh, it's a conspiracy. This is not a conspiracy, bro. I would say that there's, out of all of them, this is like 90% of the crowd is genuine. They'll need them a couple of people to just make sure things don't kick off if they want to control things. Because they don't want it to kick off if they want control. They want it, people under control. Oh, so yeah, I feel like it's how peaceful generally black people are on the whole, when it comes to the system and other races. But the youth, it give you a different opinion because they're killing each other, but because they're young and they're not in tune with what's going on.
Could you imagine this generation of kids growing up in lockdown? These like 13 and 14-year-olds and shit.
Yeah, it's a lawless. It's almost like a lawless time, isn't it?
Guess how much Jeff Bezos makes a second during lockdown?
40,000, something like that.
He makes $11,000 a second during lockdown.
Is that how much the system's losing?
So that's how much he's making. His profits have doubled like during lockdowns. Every time there's a lockdown, Jeff Bezos, Amazon.
Okay. All right, yeah. All these investors and sellers and buyers, yeah, they're making big peas just on like masks alone because they'd have capitalized on that.
That's why they were the first to close. If you look at the first people who closed, it was McDonald's. McDonald's couldn't fucking wait close. They were like, yeah, see you later, shitloads. We'll close. Bye. Yeah, close up. Fuck you.
Fuck you, though.
Yeah, but don't forget, before them towers fell down, they were insured, so everything's insured. Their whole business is insured. This is why when people like Brahim try and fucking make the people even more dumber comes on and says, our lockdowns is going to completely detrimentally affect the UK's overall GDP for a number of years. It can take a long time to come back and and this is, it's just like, it's so bad. Oh, expect a recession. It's almost like he's like a fucking speaker for the people. for the CUNTs on top. When I'm like, wait, hold on, Middle East, whole country's invaded. Okay, admittedly, Afghanistan's once went up. Yeah, they started torturing them, but 4 or 5 other places, Libya, Iraq, even Afghanistan, they're going to get a lot from various African countries that they're dabbling with. Ex-colonies have still got they're thoroughly in a bed with the oppressors in their countries. I mean, how's the UK GDP slid from 5th to 6th richest from taking 2 years of a botched trading system? I don't understand it. People are like, how can you not see that this is going to be beneficial in the long run? Population control is definitely going to be beneficial, regardless how you look at it.
It's a long term. See, the thing is with GDP also, the GDP is going to be fine. They're just changing the way the economy is. Like, the big companies are doing fucking amazing. The way that they're looking at it, they're like, listen, like Amazon doesn't give a fuck about the GDP of England. They think, I don't give a fuck about the GDP of England. I care about how much money I make and what's going to happen. We're going to change the economy. So literally, the only companies in fucking England operate, Amazon, Weatherspoons for the pubs, Heineken. Right. They'll be all right. They'll take over the economy. It'll be.
So what's happened, brother, is all the businesses, small businesses, nothing that had a chance to grow and teetering, they're gone. They're gone, but they've been replaced by better ideas. You understand that?
Big businesses.
Yeah, more money, exactly. More investment, exactly. I mean, it's obvious to see cryptocurrency. They've dominated in it now. Everybody's onto that. The whole system's got their fingers in there. Thoroughly.
So it's not going to crash. The economy won't crash. I mean,
and trade is still happening. There's still, like Amazon, like you said, still big. You can get anything you want from your house now. So really, the only thing that's affected is some foreign, some people coming in, immigrants, or tourists. Tourism is obviously going to take a huge blow. Services that which you don't get much out of. A lot of them are public, have become public anyway, and non-private. So all them non-private ones.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
And what else will? I think trade maybe, and even then I can't see how that huge trade, the big, large mass trade, is going to stop, because it can't stop.
Yeah, supply and demand. As long as there's supply and demand, they will always.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get a way around of getting your good and you paying over your money.
And also, just got a quick question for Phil. Real TV asked, do you think there's any hope for the English people? Will they get replaced?
Oh, they'll get replaced. Well, if it continues the way it is, then we're going to get fucking replaced. I'm just going to black pill the shit out of you. I'll black pill the shit out of you as well. No, in truth, yeah. The reality is they're going to replace you as well. If you're working class, right? If you're white working class, the reality is they're going to replace us because they don't want to invest in us, right? And they're going to expose us to this free market where they engage in bringing skilled migrants from around the world, fucking over the country that they took the skilled migrants from, but they don't give a fuck about that country. Like the Philippines, they don't give a fuck about the Philippines. They just want to steal the nurses so they get cheap nurses, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, this is why people in the Philippines, right? It's one nurse per 30,000 people, right? It's a massive fucking problem for the Philippines, but no one talks about that. They never talk about that because no one gives a fuck about the Philippines. So they'll continue to do that. They'll do it with Jamaica as well. I'm sure we steal people from Jamaica for some reason. Oh yeah, nurses, we do that as well. But also, we just steal people from around the world, and they're just going to keep replacing white people. It's probable that white people will get replaced if we do fuck all. It's also probable that once white people are gone, they'll just continue the system where they just replace whoever's not doing as well. So if you're like a Muslim and you're like, yay, bye white people or black.
Oh, okay. So what they're doing is they're making themselves more rare and making them the smaller the white community. Then is that what you're basically trying to say? That the more, I suppose, prestige they'll get from being
no.
in
No, what I'm saying is that this system is only based on profit, right? And
yeah, definitely.
And once they've got rid of white people, like the elites, The reality is the elites of this country don't even live in this fucking country. They can live in Luxembourg, fucking Scandinavia. They don't give a fuck about England. They don't even want to live in England. These people think, right, when I'm older, I'm going to live in Monaco or Luxembourg. That's where I'm going. Fuck England, right? So once they've replaced the white people of England, they'll just, it's not even about replacing white people. It's about trying to make it as productive as possible. And as adverse effect of that is that white people will fucking go extinct. But not extinct. The only people who'll be left will be these like rich business people who will live in Luxembourg or some bullshit. And obviously, the same will apply to you if you're a working class black person or Muslim or whatever. You're going to get replaced as well. Like you're going to be exposed to the same fucking thing, and you'll be gone eventually. But the lie that they'll tell you is they'll say, "Oh, it's okay that Jamaica dies while its culture disappeared. We're all gay and liberal now. Fuck Jamaica. Fuck Muslims."
So if you snap back now 2 years ago, I'm just going to make this point. Yeah, we were talking. There was Ku Klux Klan from the North in America coming out saying black people this that don't knock down our statues. Literally, they re-emerged and they were played out all over our TV screens. Right, the KKK literally came out from America, and now it's gone from that. Now, if you used to go into if you used to go into a coma from there until now, and then see what actually now white people went from basically attacking minorities to trying to attack their government because kind of virus and people are dying and care homes and this that and all sorts of shenanigans. So it's almost like I told you so from the same people that the white people were attacking in America, and more close to home actually in the UK. Now we're seeing everybody's against us. Is seeing what's happening with the system. So it's like shit. It's like I told you so. I told you so. Moment type of thing for me in my eyes.
I got a quick question. What do you think Ralph's goal is in siding with the Muslims against Hattoon in this whole situation? Do you think Ralph, how can Ralph benefit from this? Like the Tommy Robinson situation today, all the fuss. Do you think there's like a have the FNATs kind of taken a win, or the neo-reactionaries, or whatever you want to call them, if you take Ralph seriously?
I don't think Ralph. See, the thing is that a lot of quote ethno-nationalists are not even real about what they're doing. They're being misled as well. Like I'm an FNAT, obviously, I'm a fascist, but pragmatically, they're engaging in bad optics to the point where it's going to destroy nationalism, and I believe that a lot of them don't realise that they're fucking doing it. I don't know what he's trying to win by siding with Muslims. I think he's hoping that he can say to Muslims, "Luke, this is a fucking mistake. You're going to try and take over the West. It's not going to fucking happen, you fucking retard. You're going to turn into a liberal shithead, and perhaps you shouldn't be here." I don't know.
Did Lister get booted? Oh, Lister got booted. Lister get him kicked. Is that Lister?
I don't know what happened to Lister today, man.
Jupiter just need Lister in his back.
Okay, no, all right.
What the fuck? He's getting beaten up by the right wing. So look, honestly, no. Let me be honest with you. Look, let me be very honest with you. I feel like I think this needed to happen to see to general gauge, because after last fucking time, things got together. It's like a powder keg, right? So this is a bit more like, this just seems to me like they didn't want to do this, bro. Like they just don't want to do this. It just doesn't look like they're enjoying this at all, bro. You know what I mean? Tommy's lot. They're all look at their faces. Even if you pause on their face, no one's happy, bro. No one's smiling, bro. They're not happy about this, bro. The only person who's smiling is Tommy and a couple of the people around him that are kind of trying to look like they're not shook, bro. But I don't think they wanted to be there, bro. Look, he's pissed, bro. That's what I'm saying. They don't want to be there, bro. So that's why it goes back to me thinking that they get paid or something like to do this, Well, let's just get chiefed up.
Well, I don't know what Ralph gains out of this, to be honest. I think he's just desperate for attention. That's what it is. Classic.
They're not happy, bro.
Leicester.
And that's some big boys, mate. That's some fucking security there, boy. Big mate, some big guys there. Well, like last time, I saw some short little cunts.
Leicester
Short little.
works for Amazon, by the way. Did you know Amazon owns Deliveroo?
Oh, do they?
Yeah, they do.
They've taken off the £3 charge as well. That's how I knew they started making money. It's like pretty much free to deliver anything.
Lister's on in big bucks, man. I'm sure during this lockdown he's getting a lot of tips. He's getting a lot of. He's probably getting some cash tips as well, man. Riding
The irony of it all. He wants to be against capitalism and works for the biggest fucking capitalist in society.
No, but these lot are on this fully automated luxury communism. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a race to the bottom, though, isn't it? Everything's getting automated. So how do you imagine your working week? Are you going to be working?
Who's fucking like around him, bro? It's like these pussy holes, bro. It's like these these street fucking fuckers, bro. Just like this is what I'm saying, bro. It's like it's not even like fuck Tommy, yeah, and whatever he represents or whatever. But bro, like who are these dickheads, bro? Like pushing them. Like what are you doing there, bro? This is the guy talking for Hattoon. Like what? Like are you gonna be like it's just like you come there to grill Tommy Robinson talking about freedom of speech after someone has got punched.
I don't even believe in freedom of speech. It's a fucking.
It's like, why is he getting pushed up so much? I mean, this brother Modine, it's like brothers like Modine, Rat Boy. It's like fuck, bro. It's like these protagonists, bro. They're just so fucking the most ultra sensitive dudes, like literally in London. That's what they're surrounded by. So that's what you're gonna get, isn't it? It's like, what do you expect? This is a religious place, speaker. So a lot of these people are mentally ill, so that's what it is. And personally, you know, they're just gonna have to put up with it. They know what it's about, but like, there's no need for it at the end of the day, innit?
Well, that's the end of Speaker's Corner. There's no more Speaker's Corner for what the foreseeable future until this lockdown.
The fucking guy speak his shit, bruv. Yeah, God. So what? There's no more Speaker's Corner. Did you say? You say they're gonna close it down for a bit?
Yeah, it's done. That's it. Lockdown's starting on
Thursday.
Thursday, isn't it? So.
Oh yeah.
That's the end, mate. There's no more Speaker's Corner for a while, man. It's like the rule of one or whatever is going to be implemented. Fuck knows. It's going to look very weird.
I think this is probably a good day for them. We're going to good, you know, it's a perfect time for them to come and say what you need to say. Even if she did get slapped and it was a ploy or a plot, it was just, I suppose, they're just more control in it, just saying, look, this is what we're going to do in it. This is like just reminding you that, you know, we run this thing, innit? I mean, that's it. That's all he's going to get from it. You know, big up your chest. Yeah, cool.
Oi, I think on that note, I need to make myself some food, man. I think I'm going to shut the stream down and let Surf Ice is live. Who else is live? Jedi is live. The Muslim Spot's live. Yeah, I'm going to go and check some of the other streams.
Yeah, all right, nice one. Yeah, right.
But
nice
big up yourself, Phil. Big up yourself, Kingo. Big up to the 37 people in the chat. Oh shit, 37 as well. Real TV, Punk Bastardo, Stu Brunts. Big up Ham and nah, in fact, he's bigging up Tommy. In fact, whatever, and if you want to big up Tommy, big up Tommy. Big up The Hidden Truth. Big up Janemba. Someone says not while living in Berlin. Yeah, man, we'll be back. The connection lasted as well, so I'm gonna start streaming a little bit more, I think. Yeah, I might even start up a stream later on in the evening. See what the schedules are like, and yeah, we'll see what's going on. But for now, I need to get some food. Pick up yourselves. It's been TOITN.